Hey all, Cyberwolf here, and today I am doing a discussion video, and joining me today is Sirbink524 DanteCrysis, and
What's up?
that's it.
Hello.
How y'all bitches doing?
Well,
Specifically, how's Cyber doing?
I was gonna say, like, wait a minute, are you talking to my non-existent audience?
No, because we all know you don't have an audience.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised that the Trek community loved me for some reason.
For some reason, yeah, which is strange, and they hate me for some reason as well.
Yeah. All right. So let's. So we're talking about Devil May Cry as a series. I mean, the series as a whole. And so, how did you guys first start off? How did you guys first get into the series?
Ladies first.
All right. Man, there wasn't really anything significant that really happened. I just remember going into the store with my godfather, because we're supposed to do something for like the day, and he felt bad because we couldn't do the thing. So he was like, "Yeah, let me." It was for my birthday too, so he was like, "Let me go to the game store and buy you games." So he did, and I saw the titles like Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 up there for PlayStation 2, and I'm like, "I want this." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Do you want all three of them?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So he got me all three of them, and I got home, started playing them, and that was it.
That's all she wrote.
Basically, yeah, that's all she wrote. I've basically been a fan since.
See, with me, mine actually, I became first aware of Devil May Cry back when the PlayStation 2 first came out. On a demo disc that came with the PlayStation, actually had the trailer for the first ever Devil May Cry. And I fell in love with it, and I really, really wanted it. But unfortunately, back in the day, this is years ago, I didn't have the money to get it, and my parents didn't want to get me it. Cut forward a few years, and me and my mother are going through a rental place that also sells certain movies and games, and I see Devil May Cry on the stand for £10, and I say, I really want to buy that. I really want to buy that. He gets it to me. I take it home. I fall in love, and I've loved the Devil May Cry series since.
Nice. All right, and for me, my mom's boyfriend at the time brought over his PS2 and had two games for us to play: God of War and Devil May Cry. I played God of War first because I saw this episode of G4 explaining how to beat the game. And I don't know if you ever remember the show Network.
I remember G4.
I remember. Yep.
And I remember they gave just as bad advice sometimes as IGN.
Well, either way though, me and my brother, we beat God of War, and then I was like, Kratos is such an unlikable character. Like I don't know if like they'll ever make a sequel. So then I picked up Devil May Cry next, and I'm like, oh my god, this game is way better. Like the moment I knew I was a Devil May Cry fan is when Alistair flies off the statue, stabs Dante, and he picks himself up through the fucking hilt of the sword, not pulling it out.
Yeah.
It just like
iconic.
Oh,
fucking,
it's really iconic.
It's fucking. It just blew me away. And
which is kind of funny you bring that up, and obviously we'll get into that when we come to Devil May Cry 1.
And yeah, that's how I first experienced Devil May Cry. My mom had a cool boyfriend who liked to give us games to play. And
Hell yeah.
What's it called? I think that was when I first moved to Waterbury, when I first discovered Devil May Cry. So that was like back in 2005, 2004, I believe. And
wow.
about the same time I actually discovered Devil May Cry. Actually,
it was when God of War was a new game, though. That's what I remember specifically.
I think mine was before.
Yeah, I think it might have been around. It might have been like a year or two after that, but I do remember it being pretty early on into my childhood when like that game was like relatively, well, not really relatively new. No, it was actually later on because it was like Devil May Cry 3 and stuff that I also had gotten. So I think it was like around maybe middle school for me was when I really got into it.
Yeah, I didn't play 3 until like what's it called, 2014, honestly. 2014?
I didn't play. That's the funny thing. I didn't play 2 until like 2012, 2013.
Wow.
But
yeah, I avoided. I heard so many bad things about Devil May Cry 2 that I didn't even bother with it. and obviously back in the day, I skipped over it because of money troubles at the time, or just lack of funds to get it. And then I got Devil May Cry 3, fell in love, and then I never really gave it a second look until, and then I played Devil May Cry 4, and it was only recently, obviously, till the with the original HD collection, HD trilogy re-release, that I actually gave it a shot, and that's all I can say at the moment.
For 2,
I
right?
I obviously don't have. I don't think I have as much memory with the game as you two probably do, but not exactly the biggest fan of the second game, even though it does have some moments.
Well, I played the shit out of 1 though. Like I beat Devil May Cry 1 like on hard mode twice as a kid. I don't want to do it now in the HD collection. I don't know why. And I was gonna say, I was always hoping like if you play the game Devil May Cry 1 on hard mode, you find like newer enemies, but no, that's more of a if you play it on easy, you lose enemies, but if you play on normal, they're still there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you play it on normal, you get enemies like like fetish and stuff.
Fetish and what is it? My notes say nobody. And
no, you get nobodies in easy as well.
Sorry, not nobodies. What is it called? Are you sure?
Yeah, you get nobodies in easy as well.
No, it's the frosts. You don't fight in easy.
Yeah, you don't get frosts.
Okay, so since we're talking about the DMC1 enemies, let's just talk about DMC1 the game. The game is 23.
Yeah,
the game is 23 missions long, and it's basically it starts off like any other story. It starts off with the Legend of the Dark Knight Sparta, and
I honestly thought you were gonna start it off by saying it starts like any other game. Boy meets girl. Girl tries to kill boy with fucking motorcycle and his own sword. Boy shows he has demonic powers, blows up the fucking bike, and boy discovers that girl looks like his mother. Yeah, sounds like any other game.
Any other game, yeah, for sure.
It's any other story. Well, either way though, like the game starts like that. You're on your way to Malay Island. Does it ever explain how he's gone to Malay Island? Did they just like flew there?
Well, I'd love to know how the fuck they flew there. I like to imagine they got there on fisher boat. Like they got there on a fisher boat. But then again, Trushi's shown that she has the power of teleportation.
True, she has a lightning. She pulls a raid and does a lightning teleport everywhere.
Yeah, which is bizarre because she never does it in any other fucking future games.
Are you sure?
I don't recall her doing it in the 4th game. She isn't in the 2nd, and she sure as shit ain't in the 3rd.
How the hell she disappeared?
Yeah.
How did she disappear when she stole Sparta in DMC4? Well, we're jumping the gun though, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd imagine that's how she got there. Is she just fucking raided and teleported them both there? It's either that or they got on a fucking fisherman's boat and just boated their way there.
Yeah, I guess it's really up for interpretation, considering that it really doesn't explain at all in any other.
I'd say more speculation than interpretation. No, interpretation means that it could be multiple. There's evidence supporting multiple things, like a piece of art, but this is more just speculation because we don't have any hard facts on it.
Yeah, you're right.
I just realized something during this recording. I want to point out the thumbnail here that you're seeing. Oh, the image that's in the background while we're talking over is drawn by Sirbink because she is a pretty big. She's like one of the biggest DMC fans I know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's great work.
Thank you. I tried really hard. Usually backgrounds are my forte, but I made sure I did my best for this one and for any other ones.
And let's hop back on to DMC 1 again. So the main boss of the game is Mundus, but we don't really see him for until basically the end of the game. Mundus. That's what I said.
Mundus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess
it's like moon instead of not exactly how you read it. How you would you don't say how you read it. It's like pronounced like moon.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of like Malay Island. It's pronounced Malay, but it's spelt mallet.
Okay, well listen, I'm just gonna write a little accent mark on the U so I know. Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say
that works.
Actually, no,
You'll learn.
don't they call him Mundus in the DMC reboot?
Yes, but
Yeah, they
again,
do.
that's
That
more of a. I'd say that's more of. Here's the worst thing. It comes down to a potato thing, but it's considering that everybody calls him Mundus in the first game. That's the way that you say his name in the first game. Where in DMC they call him Mundus, so you call him Mundus in that one. So it's obviously they're two different characters with but the names are said the same, spelt the same, but they're said two completely different ways.
Either way, though.
So for Devil May Cry 1, you've got Mundus, and DMC Devil May Cry, you got Mundus. I honestly think it was just their way of distinguishing between the two, honestly.
He still had 3 eyes.
I could see that.
What was I gonna say? Either way, though, Mundus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it? Oh, where was I? Oh yeah, the character Trish basically tells us about who Mundus is, and we have to go stop. Dante has to go stop him. At you, Crisis. I was gonna say the first boss you run into is Phantom, and you find him in the cathedral?
It's kind of like a cathedral, yeah, but yeah, we'll say it's like a cathedral.
You hear pipe organs. That's why I go with cathedral. Either way, though, my notes is basically I'm not gonna really harp on it because once it's basically Phantom's fought 3 times. Well, 5 if you consider fighting him in the hallway and in the dungeon.
The sewers.
Is the sewer? So that was like a dungeon.
No, the sewers.
All right. Well, either way, though, Phantom's fought about 3 to 5 times, and the final confront. How do you guys fight Phantom anyway? On the final fight, do you make him jump on the glass ceiling 3 times, or do you just go ham on him?
Me, I don't. It's been a while since I played the first one, but I usually just kind of go for it. I don't really make him do anything special or anything that you're supposed to do to make the fight easier because I don't know. I usually just go for it. I barely even dodge a lot of the times too.
I'm not. You do
Sorry.
the.
I was like.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I play the games. I may not play them well.
Yeah. So let me guess. You do the double trigger tank thing where you just you go full double trigger, just go ham on them.
Yeah, most likely if I can.
Ever since I learned about the jumping on making him jump through the glass, that's how I do it. I like to bait him.
You like the cinematic approach then?
Yeah, it fits the cutscene. And how do you fight Phantom? And that final confrontation.
I give him a fair fight. I fight him with some honor.
I recently learned you can reflect his fireball back at him.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
It's kind of implied that you can, especially later on when you have to do the same thing with the T-Rex.
Well, yeah, but that's after Phantom, though.
But no, what I'm saying is that's meant to almost prepare you for that.
True.
Yeah.
Which is also hilarious because I think it's either a fuck up or a mistranslation. They actually called the T-Rex, which is clearly a T-Rex, a dragon.
I know.
Yeah.
I recently.
Like, how do you make that fuck up?
Well, Capcom is notorious for.
I will probably chalk it up to mistranslation.
Also, can we just talk about how it's lovely that back in the day with games like that, there was the rule of 3. You face an enemy or a boss 3 fucking times. Yeah. You face Phantom 3 times. You face Griffin 3 times. You face Mundus
3 times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rule of 3s, ladies and gentlemen. The rule of 3s. It's a lost art nowadays, apparently.
True. And what's it called? And let's see in my notes here. Oh, here we go. Yes. Remember, you do fight before you have the final confrontation with Phantom. I am all over the place. Before you fight Phantom on the 3rd one, you do run into Nilo Angelo, which is
a rule of 3.
Another character rule of 3.
No, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Actually, I think he might break the rule of 3. Actually, to be fair, the rule of 3 is broken if you get swallowed by nightmares, so that should be a caveat I put up. But actually, then again, they're more nightmares than replicas than actual things. But yeah, Nilo Angelo, you face him 3 times as well.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Yeah, Nilo Angelo, and basically Dante just says, you like talking about like fighting someone with honor. Nilo Angelo just has nothing of a swagger when he comes out. He just snaps his fingers.
Opens
the door and it's like, come on, we take this outside. And I was like, okay,
I
so
don't want to ruin all of this lovely furniture in this rundown castle.
I sleep in the mirror world. Actually, well, I'll come back to that later. Either way, that fight was pretty. That's Neil Angelo's my favorite fight in the whole Devil May Cry game, honestly.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. I would say his third fight is the more interesting, but it's also the more annoying, considering he obviously is more beefed up and has a lot more attacks to his at his disposal, especially the flying swords, which is really it's something I'll come back to later, but it's just something that I have an issue with the Devil May Cry games. And there's some other games that have done this as well, but it's just more of not really planning ahead. I wouldn't necessarily even say planning ahead, but doing things really out of order. But I'll get to that later, because the thing is, they actually bring that attack back, I believe, in Devil May Cry 3 when you face Virgil with the spinning swords and the sword projectiles and shit.
Yeah.
I think it's just called Summon Sword. Summon Sword.
Either way, it's something they bring back. But I feel, obviously, knowing who we know Nilo Angelo is, if you want to say that now, or do you want to wait till we get to that part?
Oh, we can honestly just, we'll just say Neil Angelo's Virgil. Like, come on. Like, the game is like, what?
Yeah.
He was over 10 years old.
Everybody knows.
It would probably be common knowledge at this point now.
Yeah, I didn't want to break the flow. That's all. I didn't want to break the flow.
But to be fair,
he's Virgil. But the thing is obviously this game, obviously we should state this now, was also what originally was going to be Resident Evil 4.
Yep.
It was one of the earliest demos.
Yeah. You can actually see it in the game itself, like,
oh yeah,
like a lot of the architecture and even like just how it's set up, because like Devil May Cry also had like the fixed camera angles, much like how Resident Evil at the time did.
It had fixed camera angles, but it had rotating fixed cameras which follow the character, which is honestly a lot better.
Also, it also had the whole entire, picking up items and like using it to unlock doors and stuff. Like, do you still want to keep this key?
Yeah.
Wait, no, it didn't do that. Oh, no,
it didn't do that. You could pick up keys, but they were one-use things. Where once you use them, they're done.
They're gone.
Like, you just never hear or see from them again.
Yeah, sometimes I very much remember more so in like 3 they would say like, oh, the thing broke, or the orb, whatever I think you pick up at some point would like fade. The light would fade or something along those lines.
Yeah, like one example is not the Philosopher's Stone. It's the Sunstone, or something you pick up after defeating. I think it's defeating Nilo Angelo. It starts harming you until you get it down to the bottom of the shaft and place it inside of the door that takes you into the sewers. Like it's always been like that as a one-use item thing. But going back to Nilo Angelo, like I said, it's not the revelation that it's his brother. Honestly, in hindsight, it has more of an impact now we know who Virgil is. Where in the original game, I didn't feel like it had much impact because of the fact that we didn't know who Virgil was until
3.
Exactly, or until the end of the game where or until we beat Nilo Angelo and we discover that it is his brother, and you hear the flashback in Dante's head of both brothers arguing over the cape that the mother gave him. But you don't really know much about Virgil other than he's Dante's brother and he works for Mundus now for some reason. Which goes to what I was saying, was it's fine as a standalone game, but obviously they'd go back and flesh that out in Devil May Cry 3. But it really makes me wish that they'd planned it out more.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't expect they didn't expect it to be successful, honestly.
That's honestly the one thing that I'll concede on, is it clearly, I don't think they meant it to be a success. Not meant it. I didn't think they expected it to be as successful, so they obviously had to go back and flesh some things out. But it's more of the hindsight thing, that a revelation this big would be more impactful with the story of 3 coming before it.
But this is back in the early 2000s, where every third game was a prequel for some reason,
Yeah, fucking Metal Gear Solid did the same thing with Snake Eater.
Oh yeah.
But again, but it does also make me raise the question: why wasn't the prequel story told in Devil May Cry 2 then?
Because
I mean, let's be fair. The chronological series, the chronology of this series is fucked.
It's
'Cause-
so everywhere.
Yeah, the story officially, as it stands, goes 3, 1,
anime,
but if
4,
the anime is canon and it
Yeah.
counts, so yeah, 3, 1, anime,
4,
4,
2,
2, 5,
and now 5.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's fucked.
It's so...
Metal Gear Solid. The only game series I know that's in its 5th installment. Let's be fair. This series is in its 5th installment. The only other game that jumps around that fucking much in its 5th installment is Metal Gear Solid.
I was gonna say, like, Kingdom Hearts kind of goes all over the place.
Yeah, but that's Kingdom Hearts, and that's got multiple side stories. That's
another monster.
That's a kind of worms I don't want to open.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
So, like I said, it's just the power of hindsight that I really wish the story of the story of 3 was told before the story of 1. But again, that's because I feel like it would add more impact to who Nilo Angelo ultimately ends up being.
Still a badass boss.
Oh, totally badass boss.
I don't know. I love the design all the way up to 3 where you saw his face. I'm like, oh, okay. Put the helmet back on.
I didn't mind 3. Virgil.
No, I didn't mind either.
All right, so
in fact, if anything, if you unlock the Sparta costume for Devil May Cry 1, Virgil looks a lot. Virgil, when he reveals his face as Nilo Angelo, looks a lot like Sparta does in the costume you can unlock for the first game.
Yeah, I never noticed that. What was I say? Okay, so next thing, before we go to like another boss, let's talk about the game's weapons. So we start off with the Force Edge. We get the Alistair. I already had my geek out about how you get that sword. I'm not gonna geek out again.
Yeah. By the way, let me also go back to Alistair. Doesn't shred his clothes whatsoever. I know limitation of PlayStation 2 graphics. I know, but not even a scuff. Not even a fucking scuff on those claws. It's like the fucking claws regenerate with Dante's wounds.
Not even a drop of blood on him either.
To be fair, he's wearing red, so it's kind of hard to catch.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, that is a staple of the series, though, so I'm kind of excited to see how Dante gets stabbed in 5.
By looks of the trailers, he gets fucked up and it actually fucking shows, apparently, though.
Oh, shit. Well, he is an old man now, so this might also show other things. We'll probably get to our predictions later. I don't want to derail to that yet.
Like facial hair? Dante with facial hair?
Grandpa Dante, dude.
Oh, that's what he is going. I'm hearing like Dante the hobo with a dope motorcycle for some reason.
He does look like a homeless man.
Okay.
I still love it though. I don't care.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah. So, Alistair, Ifrit is a fucking cool fight. Those gauntlets are cool. The way you get it, how
Inferno.
No, Ifrit. It's called Ifrit.
Is it Inferno or Inferno? Oh
No,
no, Inferno's the attack. I apologize.
Yeah, Ifrit is Ifrit is a Jinn demon. Don't ask me how I know about that. I kind of
Really?
like. I like a lot about look up a lot of mythology stuff because I'm a nerd like that. Let's see. And for some reason you catch your legs on fire. I don't know. I love Ifrit. It's like my favorite one of the. To be fair though, I kiss up to Devil May Cry 1 a lot, so that's why I say this.
I mean, it's the series that essentially started all basically.
Very arcadey though. It kind of now does feel arcadey though because how fast I can beat it.
Honestly, with Devil May Cry 1, it has not aged as well though.
It's still fun.
It's still fun, but some of that stuff hasn't aged well. Like some of the platforming has not aged well.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started on that bridge section.
Oh, do you mean when it collapses and you need to go back and forth? Yeah, fuck that bridge. That bridge is what I'm specifically fucking referencing.
Do you guys?
That bridge is the bane of all of our existences.
Do you guys just activate air raid and fly over, waste your double trigger, or do you just jump into drink and just kill the Scargosas?
No, I attempt it. The only time I abuse air raid is to try and get the fucking blue orb fragment right after the Nilo Angelo fight.
Yeah, that's literally the only time I would try to just suck it up and go for it, and if I fuck up, I fuck up.
I don't know. I just
Don't
fall.
blame the game, but I'll fuck up.
I just fall into the water because I'm not gonna waste my double trigger.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
It honestly feels faster. And okay, weapons. Sorry, we got ebony and ivory, one of the coolest guns in video games, in my opinion.
Yeah. Iconic as well. Like if we're talking, let's be absolutely fair. If we're talking iconicness with Dante, his clothes change every single fucking game. The only consistency we've seen with his clothes is going to be probably between 4 and 5, because he's had a different look in each incarnation. I say incarnation, but each game. Like in 3, he was really snazzy dressed. In 2, I actually like his coat in the second game. Sorry, I actually do like his coat.
No,
in the second
I
game.
agree. Dante in Devil May Cry 2 had a really good look. I really like that look a lot.
The third one was definitely I would say the reason I say it's interesting is because it definitely reflects his immaturity.
Yeah.
It reflects his immaturity and his cockiness, because then in the end he has the Devil May Cry 1 outfit, which I still think looks snazzy as hell, and I think honestly looks fantastic in DMC Devil May Cry. I'm still pissed that that's console exclusive, you fuckers. Then we have Devil May Cry 4, which is kind of an in-between.
It's very Western looking.
It is very Western, but it's also in between Devil May. It's almost like a merge of Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 3's cockiness and immaturity. Like it's got a swagger to it, but the seriousness of Devil May Cry 1's outfit.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Which is it's a nice balance to me, honestly.
Yeah, because in the anime he actually wears the Devil May Cry 1 outfit as well.
Yep.
But yeah, the only consistency is going to be between which is weird, because if Devil May Cry 5 takes place after 2, then Dante had enough time to return from hell and go home and get changed.
Well,
because
he's gotta look good, dude.
Yeah, he sure as shit ain't wearing his Devil May Cry 2 outfit, so that's clearly, unless this doesn't take place after Devil May Cry 2.
Well, didn't the director say it directly takes place after 2?
I'm not entirely sure. I can look that up when we move on to someone else after I've said with this. But the only thing that's been consistent throughout the games, which is just as iconic as Dante and his white fucking hair, is ebony and ivory. Because Rebellion was only in it was in the second game, I believe. It was in the third game. Until you get Force Edge. It was in the fourth game, but you didn't play as Dante as much in that. So I mean, it's iconic. But when you think of Dante, you typically think of him holding ebony and ivory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, yeah, Devil May Cry 5 does take place after Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah, so he definitely went home and got changed.
He wanted to look his best, or maybe not his best. He actually does. It makes sense why he looks homeless now. Actually,
I will say this. I will say this right now. As much as Devil May Cry 2 haters will say it, I really want to see a cutscene of him in the Devil May Cry 2 outfit before he gets changed.
Yeah, no, I do too. It would be.
And I want that to be an unlockable skin. In fact, there you go. You want to make me happy? Give me the ability to unlock every single fucking Dante outfit throughout the entire series. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then again, this one looks like the one from 4.
I think it wears like a vest on 4. It looks like his Devil May Cry 4 look, just without like anything else extra underneath the coat. It's just like a t-shirt at this point.
Well, I would like to say Dante chooses style over substance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you're right. So yeah, okay, I'm actually looking at this. Yeah, actually, I've got a full fucking picture of it right here. So it's definitely, the pants are actually different. This looks like a completely different look apart from the coat and the gloves. The rest of this looks completely different. The belt's the same, but the pants look different, because the pants in the fourth game kind of look like very Western. They half look like fucking chaps, to be fair.
They do look like chaps. They straight up do.
But the bottoms have a design on it. These ones don't seem to. The only things that are the same is the coat and the belt. So yeah, I'm going as far as saying this looks like a complete a new look for Dante. So he's never had a consistent wardrobe.
No. Yeah, now I'm looking at it now too. His pants, compared to 4, his pants look more, like you said, more Western, like chaps. It's like leather pants, essentially. in 5.
And
He,
honestly,
yeah.
even in the first, in fact, yeah, the coat's the only thing that stayed consistent. Because even in the first game, he has the sleeves rolled up, because what continues is a black undershirt to his gloves.
Mhm.
If you look back on it, so yeah, the coat's the only thing that seems to have remained consistent.
Again,
Apart from the second game where it looks like a completely different fucking coat.
again, Dante is, wasn't Dante's job previously a mercenary?
At one point, yes, I believe he was a mercenary. Well, then again, he's always technically been a mercenary.
Yeah.
He specializes in demonology and demonic
Hunting?
and demonic shit.
Yeah. So he was always been really a merc, is just more just taking care of devils than anything.
Yeah.
We never learned what the password was, though.
Yeah, there's some that's mentioned. I'd love to know that password.
How much you bet
I
it's
hope that
You
does
know
get
what?
mentioned.
If you want to know what I believe the password is,
what?
I believe it's his mother's name.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I honestly believe it's his mother's name.
We don't know her name yet, do we?
It's
We-
Eve. It's Eve.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, it is. I was gonna say.
Hmm.
I always thought the password would have been
Well-
I always thought that the password would be his fake name, which is Tony Redgrave, which is the name's engraved on his.
Anthony Redgrave.
Is that Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony
Well-
Red. Yeah, I'm thinking Bayonetta. Sorry.
No, same guy. No, that's the funny thing. That's the one solid connection between Bayonetta and the Devil May Cry series is Anthony Redgrave. That's because it is said, I believe, that Dante did get the name from somebody. Like, it was an alias that that already belonged, that was the real name of somebody else.
Give me Bayonetta Devil May Cry crossover now, please.
You'll never fucking have it. And by the way, yeah, her name was Eva.
Eva.
Her
Okay.
official canonical name is Eva. And yeah, okay, funny thing is, I'm actually looking at the official wiki, and yeah, Nero is her grandson. So yeah, Nero is officially, unless obviously this is a fan wiki, but yeah, Nero's officially Virgil's son.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, again, that was this tangent brought to you by Ebony and Ivory. The next gun we get is The next gun we get is shotgun, and we fight one of the coolest enemies of the game.
The Sin Sisters. The Sin Scissors.
Sin Scissors, yes.
Sin Scissors. Here's an interesting fact about this. Did you know that you can actually insta kill these bitches?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You hit their scissors away, and then switch straight to the gun. That's it. One shot to the face.
Yep. Shotgun to the you counter the attack and you insta shoot, and then you shoot them in the face with a fucking shotgun.
And actually, you can also do it with the handguns with Ebony and Ivory too.
No, you can't. It needs to be the
it's
shotgun.
just the shotgun.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a damage thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Because why I put in this little loud noise right here is why I put in the clip of me doing it. I'm gonna
if you can do it.
I'm gonna laugh if I don't go, if I forget to put this in post. Okay. Sin Sisters are actually coming. The Sin Sisters are coming back for Devil May Cry 5.
I'm glad. I'm fucking glad. They were a really good enemy.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, next gun that we find is the grenade gun.
The most useless fucking gun in the game, in my opinion. The only fucker that's good against is Griffin.
Yeah, I honestly forgot that gun is even in this game.
Damn.
I never used it.
You know when you do your double trigger and you use those guns, they have like a boost. They have like a boost to it, right?
Yep.
So I don't know.
It's still useless.
I use the grenade gun when I don't wanna do the counter on the Sin Scissors. I just pull that out and just blow them up like that. It's instant kill.
Well, you do you then, Matt. I find the thing as useless as
Okay, DMX.
being told, yeah.
And next gun we get is the.
gotten a chance.
Yeah, I got a chance.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No. Sorry.
Also, the next gun is the needle gun, which kind of puts us into where Hideki Kamiya loves to say, "Fuck it, we do something different."
No, it's not just that. We also add guns for the most situational of fucking things. Because remember, needle gun can only be used underwater.
Which is a
How
shame.
many times do you go underwater where there's enemies? A grand total of twice, I believe. Maybe 3 times.
3 if you count the secret mission.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 times then. There you go. Because it's the ship, Then then it's where the Sin Sisters are, which is back in the castle. Then the secret mission. Grand total of 3 fucking times.
And
Can't even use that shit if you fall back under the water in the bridge where you're actually under fucking water. You know the one place where you can actually stand up.
Oh yeah, you're right. I never noticed that.
Oh man.
Oh wait, your guns work underwater. What the fuck? What the fuck, Capcom? What's with the inconsistency?
Don't worry about it. Is basically what they would say. Just don't worry about it.
Also, what I'd like you to do, Cyber, just for me, is at some points add in some of those Devil May Cry 1 fucking insta-kill critical hits that some enemies can do on you, like Beelzebub fucking breaking Dante's back.
Got it. That will be taken care of in post. If not, I will pay for your copy of Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna remind you then.
Oh, you did. You did. You know why did I open my fucking? It's fine. Whatever. I got like.
Yeah. Why do you? How does that foot taste, dude?
I don't know. Apparently that joke follows me everywhere. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. The final gun you get is the Nightmare Beta, which it's a gun that kind of eats up your.
Really good. That is an unappreciated gun. The Nightmare Beta is it. If you use it right and you know how to use it, it's a fucking destroyer of worlds.
It eats up Devil Trigger, so I really don't take advantage of it too much, honestly.
Which is ironic because that's one of the times you're actually meant to fucking use it.
Really? So will you go into Devil Trigger to use it, or?
You can go into Devil Trigger and use it, I believe.
Well, I do use Nightmare Beta to like end Mundus at the final section, but we're not at that part yet.
By the way, I discovered what happened. I think I discovered what happened to Dante's chaps.
What happened to his chaps?
Mary's wearing them.
Mary?
I'm not lying. I'm looking at a picture and she's wearing fucking chaps.
Oh, lady.
Oh!
Yeah, Mary. Hold up, give me a minute. I'm gonna send this in Discord right the fuck now. She's legit wearing chaps. So jokingly, I know what the fuck happened with Dante's chaps. It's in the Discord server.
It's in her redesign for 5, right?
She is.
Wait, does that mean?
Oh my god!
Wait, does that mean Dante and Lady are a thing now?
No. It's funny because a lot of people want to ship fucking Dante and Trish. Despite the really strange connotations that would have, that he's fucking someone that looks like his mother.
Talk about
they kind of set that up, and then again, I really can't blame the fan base considering the fucking developers themselves fucking set that up with how much they fucking interacted in Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah, it was a little weird, especially right off the bat, like right from the start of the game, obviously that she looks like his mom. So it's still like it was really weird that like their whole interactions, you would think that maybe something would happen, but at the same time you're just kind of uncomfortable because it's like she still looks like his mom.
It's motherly. It's a motherly affection.
Talk about Oedipus complex.
I swear to God, Trish, I just put up a picture of Trish's outfit as well. I swear to God, her pants are getting lower. It's either that or her legs are getting longer, and that top is getting more open. In fact, it's losing material, I swear.
Well, demons in clothes don't last long. Freaking, I was gonna say.
I was gonna make a mention that Dante's claw seems to fucking stay on, but then again, he's only half demon, so I guess you kind of got to have the trade-off there.
Okay, so now that we're done with guns, let's talk about the second boss we fight. Well, technically third. Griffin.
He's the third.
And Griffin gives us an iconic line, which will then be stolen, and it's Bayonetta's catchphrase. Flock off Featherface.
No shit.
Well,
I can see that.
No, then Devil May Cry 1. And Bayonetta 1, when you fight the, what was his name? This is not the Bayonetta discussion. The angelic dragon. She says, "Flock off, Featherface." Sorry if I offended you, Dante, with my horrific British accent.
Flock off, Featherface.
There you go.
There you go.
And to be fair, Griffin doesn't say that. It was actually Dante that said that.
Dante said, "Oh, what's with me in my."
You said you with the way you said that you made it sound like you said you fight Griffin and you get one of the most iconic lines. You made it sound like Griffin said it, but he doesn't. It was Dante to Griffin. And when the fuck does he actually say that?
It's in the
I'm trying to
courtyard.
remember the first Griffin fight, because the second Griffin fight's on the ship, but I'm trying to remember when the first time you fight him is.
It's in that courtyard where you get the Nightmare Beta from.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
I just beat Devil May Cry 1, so I'm kind of really that's really fresh in the mind right now.
Okay, well, you played it more recently than me, so to be fair.
And then what's it called? The ship fight was a little more awkward because you're kind of like in an enclosed space, and he's just doing all these summon circles everywhere.
Yeah, and lightning attacks, which are really easy to dodge. You just jump over the fucking things.
Or roll over it.
Well, then when they're vertical, yeah, but when they're horizontal, you just jump over it.
True.
It's on the ground.
And finally, let's see my notes. Oh yes.
Then hold on. What should be brought up is the second fight, which is actually on the ghost ship.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he starts using the fucking latch attack, where he latches a projectile onto you that you have to constantly try to avoid while fighting Griffin.
Always fun.
Always fun.
Do you guys have air? Hopefully, you guys have air hike by then, right?
Oh, we have air hike, but it's just the thing that it's like a fucking bungee cord's been attached to you with a projectile on the end that just keeps boinging back and forth to try and get your ass. Is my point. And if it catches you, it just sends your ass straight into the fucking air.
Wait, doesn't the Death Scythe do that to you too?
The Death Scythe puts down traps that you stand on that turns into a fucking tornado that then just sends your ass into the air, which opens you up to its fucking scythe attack.
Just eats you out of the screen.
It's the same concept. Just one is wind and one is dark magic or seals.
No,
whatever.
they're both dark magic. They're both dark magic, and funny enough, every time I step on it, all I can think of is you just activated my trap card. It feels like a fucking trap.
Well, either way, though, let's see. And the final encounter with Griffin is in the Coliseum.
Yep.
And
that motherfucker's wing.
Oh, you clip his wing, and then what's it called? I just love the cutscene of Dante saying, "You can't fight with that injury." Dante is giving pity to a demon. What?
I think it was because Griffin, for all intents and purposes, Devil May Cry 1 Dante respected honor. Like, as cocky as he was, Dante was, in Devil May Cry 1, was a very honorable person.
So does he pull a Goku and would throw a Sensu Bean to heal them? Like, come on, you got a second try.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he went that far. But if you think about it, he commended Nilo Angelo for having the guts to step up and reveal himself and just straight up want to fight Dante instead of surprise attacking him.
Like Phantom did.
Phantom straight up tried to, well, first off, insulted Dante and then tried sneak attacking him 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got the 2 hallway encounters. You've got
introduction.
Pardon?
The introduction to Phantom.
I was thinking the second time. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the second time you fight him.
You know what? It's not really coming to me.
Yeah.
Like the hallway ones are more iconic, honestly. It's the one I remember.
Well, yeah, he's trying to sneak attack Dante, and then the third one's when he locks Dante in the room with the glass floor and tries to sneak attack him. Then, even though he gives him ample fucking time to attack back, he's still trying to surprise attack Dante. Griffin, the only time he ever does that is on the ghost ship, but on both other occasions, he straight up just shows up to Dante and says, "Bitch, I'm here to fight."
And
fight me IRL.
Like, Dante respects a straight up fight. This is one of the reasons why he, because his specific line to Nilo Angelo in the third attempt is, "A man with guts and honor. I respect that. It's a shame you
work for Mundus.
You serve Mundus." Exactly. Because he even turns around in the first encounter and says, this dump is the last place I thought I'd find someone with some guts." Because Dante respects a straight up fight. He respects someone who's willing to stand in front of him and fight him mano a mano.
True that. Well,
so that's why he's basically warning Griffin that, well, it's a practical thing. Griffin just got a fucking big giant fucking column straight through the goddamn chest.
Plus a clipped wing.
He's practically telling the dude, "You cannot physically fight with that wound. Your ass is still pinned down."
And then Griffin.
Die with honor, essentially.
And then Griffin cries for Mundus to give him some strength, but Mundus just like Nah,
Bitch,
you
no.
dead.
Fuck you.
Actually,
Three
actually,
strikes, literally 3 strikes, you're out.
holy shit! I just thought about this. Okay, you know how in Devil May Cry 3, every time Dante kills a demon, he gets a weapon from them.
You're talking about. I'd go as far as say greater demons, considering they're obviously special kinds of demons.
Well,
Yeah.
Phantom and Griffin were Griffin. I'm freaking thinking of Berserk. Phantom and Griffin are like one of Mundus's demons, right?
Yeah,
And
I think
Dante,
I think
Dante never.
you're.
Well, let me finish.
I think you're overthinking this.
But listen,
I'm just
Dante.
gonna straight up tell you. I think I think you're slightly overthinking this because you're talking mechanically, and somewhat thematically thinking way too much on this because obviously that's not something they thought of until
Later on.
3. Because I don't even think that happens in 2.
Okay, but like when Phantom doesn't die to Dante's hand, he dies because of an accident because he always gets piked on that statue, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If this was Devil May Cry 3 Dante, he would have got a weapon from it. And Griffin, Mundus kills Griffin, right?
Right.
And Nightmare was just an amalgamation of everything he fought, so I don't think that would. He can get a
Not
weapon.
necessarily an amalgamation. It is a demon in itself.
But
I know where you're going with this, and my counter argument would be, what about Nilo Angelo?
Neil Angelo.
Because he killed Nilo Angelo.
Really? He just disappears. I always thought.
No, he defeat that's where the whole fucking weird thing comes. I think he clearly defeated Nilo Angelo.
It was more definitely implied that he for sure defeated Neo Angelo, and that's why a lot of people just think that Virgil is dead. Because in 3, but yeah, because in 3 he disappears, and I would think some people would get that confused because they don't quite remember that in 1 he's defeated.
Well, you got to remember in 3 as well, there is that extra cutscene that shows Virgil in hell seeing the 3 eyes of Mundus and charging towards it, saying that if my father could defeat the king of hell, then so can I.
Plus, he got that chick super preggers.
Oh yeah, which is when he gets kidnapped and taught and brainwashed, and becomes Nilo Angelo. So because with him being in Devil May Cry 5, because it's now fully fucking confirmed by the trailer not too long ago, it's up in the air. Did he kill? It was Nilo Angelo a representative? Was he the pulled power and essence of Virgil's demon side given form, or was he quite literally Virgil? And Dante defeating him purified him somehow, or brought the mind control. But that motherfucker goes up in goddamn flames. Like that to me screams definitively dead.
Yeah.
Especially considering he dropped the fucking amulet that he had as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of up in the air, but Dante didn't get a weapon from Nilo Angelo when he handily defeated him.
He got an amulet.
I know where you're going with it, dude. I know exactly where you're going, but I honestly do think you're kind of overthinking this. Where you're talking about getting because it's clearly a game mechanic. It's something cinematic it's something cinematic that is clearly set up just so Dante can get new powers, which was clearly only thought of for the 3rd game and onwards, because it wasn't in the 2nd game, was it?
You know,
exactly.
who remember who played 2, really? Or who remembers 2? That's the better question.
No, I don't remember 2. I don't remember much of 2.
I was gonna say Dante, you might be the only one that might have played 2. I've only played 2 for maybe 30 minutes, and then I stopped, and I never picked it back up.
But that's my point. I honestly think you're slightly overthinking this, dude.
Yeah, true. It's my Devil May Cry fanboy showing. I don't know. It's just that when you complete 1, then 3, then 1 again, I just kind of pieced it together. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's fun to have theories. It's just don't let the theories try to get in the way of what is actually canon in game.
True. All right. Let's see what's next on my notes here. Well, we didn't really get into enemy types though, but like, I think we can all agree that we like the Sin Scissors. We're happy it's back for 5, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
And they look
finds these
great.
swords, by the way. He finds these swords. The weapons he gets in Devil May Cry 2, I'm just remembering. He doesn't get them because he doesn't get them from enemies. He finds them.
Okay.
Yeah, because you get Vendetta, Merciless, and I think you can also get Force Edge at some point. I'm not entirely sure. I think that might be. I think that's a cosmetic thing where it just replaces Rebellion, which, given the timeline, that makes no sense considering Force Edge at that point is nothing more than Sparta because it gets transformed in the first game. Again, inconsistencies, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Capcom. It's full of them. What was I gonna say? Enemy types though, like any specific ones you like?
Yes.
What happened?
I can't. I honestly can't. I actually like the Beelzebubs
Beelzebub?
only because they come in so different variants. Fetish is a fucking annoying motherfucker. And don't get me started on nobodies. I fucking hate nobodies. They are like the ultimate fucking troll in that game.
Do you ever use the holy water just to nuke them out so you don't have to deal with them?
Oh, so many times, but that use as an item.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the thing is with nobodies, they have so much pissing health.
And when you kill them, they kind of like they have like a very big hitbox death animation.
Yeah, they do. It's not as bad as fucking Shadows, though.
Well,
Which is ironic considering that's what. Yeah, I think I know what you're about to go to. Yes, I think the summon that V has in one of the summons V has in the 5th game, that is a Shadow.
Yes, because like I saw the animation where it does that, where it turns into like a blade. You know that jump attack.
It's a redesigned Shadow because obviously the Shadows in Devil May Cry 1 didn't look like that.
Well, to be fair
But
though,
that
the
one
description
looks like a. Sorry.
No, the descriptions of Shadow says they're cat demons, right? Maybe V just has what the equivalent of a kitten is.
Dude, motherfucker, that looks like a straight up panther.
I don't know.
These ones are cat-like demons. Shadows are cat-like demons. That motherfucker looks like a straight up panther.
Was that the Bayonetta reference?
No, I don't know.
Wait,
you know what? It might be. It might be.
I mean,
it just might be.
Same creator. Be putting Easter eggs everywhere.
it's a connected universe, but not confirmed connected universe.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, the funny thing is about Shadows is actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think with Shadows, like you know how they're only vulnerable to gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading somewhere that the reason why they're only vulnerable to gunfire is because they're used to battling against swords and stuff over the decades, but they've never had the chance to adapt to like gunfire. Like gunfire is a foreign concept to them. If that makes sense.
Well, it's also a secluded island too. On top of that, so.
Mm-hmm.
Like how did that skeleton with the grenade launcher get so far?
Good fucking point.
See, I have my moments.
Pure
determination.
Fucking hey, dude! It's like in God of War. How did many of those fucking soldiers get far? God damn it! It's like in the first God of War in Pandora's Temple. How the fuck did a lot of those soldiers get as far as they did? And how the fuck did the traps reset?
Remember that one-armed guy who failed has to tend to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
What's next on the agenda?
Well, I could just like roll call enemies, but like we all know what we like. And finally, let's go into the underworld and Mundus. So
definitely interesting. I will. I will. And by the way, sorry, I was just looking at the Devil May Cry series chronologically. Yes, the animated series is canon.
I still haven't finished it. So
fuck off. No way. I don't believe this.
What?
I'm looking at this. Devil May Cry series chronology. Apparently it goes Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 1, the animated series, Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 5.
Someone was saying that earlier, but like I wrote it off as like.
I do not believe that Devil May Cry 4 takes place after fucking 2. I do not believe that.
No, I don't think so either. I always thought like 4 was before 2.
Yeah.
I've always gone with the idea that fucking 2
Yeah, it makes sense because of how like he's still kind of like Dante's still kind of a cocky bastard, but he's definitely more mature than 3. Where compared in 2, he's
A hard
super
ass.
fucking cynical, yeah, and hard ass. So I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
choose not
don't.
to believe it.
Okay.
There's no fucking way.
So, what was it? Underworld. What do you guys think about that? What you guys think about that whole section trying to get into?
Try. Oh, you mean the underworld?
Yes.
The whole Philosopher's Stone kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got nothing against it.
Yeah. It was cool. My young mind thought it was pretty dope.
It was nice to see
Trying
a
to remember
version.
it.
It was nice to see a version of hell that isn't, like just
Stereotypical.
yeah, fire, brimstone. It's
Oh no!
it's a parallel
No,
kind of
it
thing.
is confirmed. Capcom have changed the fucking timeline. 4 does take place after 2.
What?
All right.
So does it make 2 retroactively better or worse? Or
I
still
see that the console has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Yeah, I
disavow. I disavow.
I disavow. Fucking disavow
Fuck
everyone.
that, dude.
Fucking broken Matt Hardy. Delete. No,
Fuck that.
no, that is fucking stupid. That makes
Capcom.
that makes no fucking sense.
Well, listen, they have to they have to line up the lore before 5 comes out. So
But it lined it up fine before.
Yeah, it was fine before. What the fuck? Capcom, no.
Capcom, no.
okay. What was this say? Underworld. It's basically it starts as tradition, which happens in almost every Devil May Cry. What happens in every Devil May Cry game, where you retread the area just in reverse.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you're on about going through the castle again.
In the Underworld version of it. Which you don't really go too many places, honestly.
Oh, you mean the Mirror Universe. Alright, so you're on about the Mirror Universe. Okay, so no, I don't have a problem with that. For the simple reason is by the time you get back to the fucking castle, the time anyway, because you only go to one. Here's the thing: when you go back to the castle, you're not in the Underworld version. You don't go to the Underworld. You don't even necessarily go to the Underworld until you go through the fucking floor. The thing is, the castle has just reformed. It isn't an Underworld version. You're just going through a reformed castle. It's like Dracula's castle. It's a
creature of chaos
of many forms. It's a creature of chaos. It could take on any form, and that's what I believe that the castle did. It took on a different form. You don't even when you go through the mirror, you're just in the mirrorverse. You're not technically in the underworld. You're just in a mirror reflection of it, which is just more hellish.
Don't you need to go into the mirror world to get to the Underworld?
You go through the mirror world to get the Philosopher's Egg. Is it the Philosopher's Egg or Philosopher's Stone? I can't remember.
No, it's a stone. It becomes the egg.
That's when you get. That's when you meet the nobodies as well for the first time.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because them motherfuckers just dropped from the sky.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry,
I remember that.
I'm overthinking that. Sorry, that's my bad.
Don't worry about
it. Then you boil the egg when it's right, because it's where the fucking lion statue used to be. Then you go back to the cathedral area. It starts to react to it. Then you drop through the pool where Nightmare came from. You place the egg into the Mirrorverse. Yes, you do get into the Underworld by going through the Mirrorverse because you're in. Because when
I'm not crazy, I knew it.
No, you are right, but it's weird because you go through the fucking pool. You don't actually go through a mirror. You actually go through the reflection of the pool with the Philosopher's Stone. I can't remember what causes it to do that, but you go through because then you're on the cathedral roof. You need to put the Philosopher's Stone into a pedestal that opens up the window that Phantom had smashed through. Now has the portal to the Underworld in it. Yeah, I remember that in detail. I remember that shit in detail.
Wow.
Yeah, because because it's the mirror, the glass roof itself is broken because it's the same one that Phantom broke through, just the mirrored version of it, so it would be broken.
Okay.
And underneath and through that broken window is the portal to the Underworld. You just need the Philosopher's Stone to get rid of the barrier that's protecting it.
Do you fight Virgil 3 in the Mirror World? I mean, in the Underworld? Yeah. Virgil 3 is fought in Mirror. That's how you got Sparta.
What?
Yeah, you
Oh
fight
yes.
Mhm.
He is fought in
Underworld in the
you
Underworld.
fight in Devil May Cry 3. You do fight him in the underworld
No,
Yep.
because
Devil May Cry 1, Devil May
yeah,
Cry
you
1.
do because
I,
no, you don't fight Virgil in Devil May Cry 1 in the underworld.
No, that's how you get the other amulet
No,
for.
you don't. No, you don't. You fight him in the castle.
Are you sure? Because like you go right into.
You fight Nightmare. You fight Nightmare in the underworld because that's when Trish betrays you.
Oh yes. Oh, sorry. I'm just remembering when you get the. I remember the part where you get Sparta. Sorry.
And you get Sparta before you actually go into the underworld.
But who uses Sparta in Underworld? I immediately switch back to Alistair because I need my stinger.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of locked in as soon as you start fighting Mundus.
Mhm.
Because you obviously need to use the Devil Trigger to fly and become Roach Dante, where he looks similar to a cockroach.
He's a little bug.
He's a bugman. He is a bugman.
He's a bugman.
Let's say.
Yeah,
Well,
according to HLTC and some fucking tweets. Sorry, I'm still hung up on this. Continue, please. I'm going to continue.
Well, Bink, so how did you feel when you got to Mundus, the final boss of the game, where he has Trish tied up or fake dead? Go, tell me.
Oh, shit, dude. Don't have a solid memory of it. I just, I don't know. In a way, I was just kind of overwhelmed because I was just very young playing this game,
By
playing
the way,
one especially.
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, apparently Capcom producer Matt Walker has it is confirmed in a tweet that they have changed the timeline, that it is now 3-1 anime 245, which again, just no, in my opinion, that is a fucking stupid idea. It made more sense chronologically that it goes 3-1 anime 425.
Yeah.
You think?
Jesus.
Especially with the whole fucking bike thing as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Well,
I mean, if we're talking costume wise, it makes sense that because obviously 4's costume resembles 5 a lot more. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. It feels like it's better because I mean, it just makes sense, especially if Nero is working for Devil May Cry. It just makes sense that he kind of took over the business after Dante's disappearance.
yeah, that's
Then
what
again,
that's.
we don't even know the full story of 5, but still, I feel that this is stupid.
Okay. Either way, though, the so I'll walk you through the Mundus fight though. Well, before the fight happens, Mundus makes a joke about saying that, oh, I can make you as many mutters as you want, and
No.
huh? And holy crap, that the implications, that kind of sounds worse. Well,
Yikes.
let's see. Dante gets impaled with like 3 energy beams, and then Trish goes and takes the final blow, and seemingly then Dante goes into his full, what's it called? His full Sparta form, which is basically a giant fly.
He gets pissed off.
He gets angry. A lot of ham in that cutscene.
It's essentially him watching his mother die, even though Trish isn't his mom.
Yeah, he's looking at the same woman die protecting you again.
Yep. So.
And then he goes into a shoot 'em up section. So how'd you feel about that?
Shoot 'em ups. Because I love me them. It was interesting actually compared to like just how the rest of the game went, but I don't know, I liked how it looked. Like I really thinking about it now, essentially I'm trying to just like remember most of it, but like thinking about it now, I did like how like the fight looked. Like it looked really cool because of how like Mundus compared, like when you think demons and stuff, you don't really think how like Mundus exactly would look. He doesn't look like a demon.
It's the vanity thing, and that's what I love about Mundus. He is a vain son of a bitch. He acts more than he is.
Yeah.
Which is why I fucking love Mundus as a villain. Is he presents himself as an omnipotent being being everywhere, controlling his minions, all powerful and shit. Even takes on the visage of what you would imagine God would fucking look like.
Pretty much. Like it's interesting. I like that.
He basically tries to be what?
Talk about an acid change though, because you go from like a meat door to a cathedral.
But it's the thing. It's my point is you again. It's him trying. It's clearly him in a vain attempt to be something more than he is. Because not even that not. You gotta remember that form that he takes in the first two fights isn't even his fucking true form. His true form lies below that when you fucking start seeing that crumble away when he reaches the fucking human realm.
Which looks like
he's ugly underneath.
Oh, it looks even worse in the HD remake because it just looks like hand textures flowing. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's clearly a big giant vain attempt to be something that he's not, which I fucking love. Especially with the way he talks. He talks like he's got command, like he's all this and all that, and he's not really. I mean, for fuck's sake, he got his ass handed to him by Sparta originally. And then his half-breed son, which is even more hilarious and ironic. The first fight, I mean, the saving grace for that is honestly the full Devil Trigger attack, which just basically shoots a fucking dragon into Mundus's chest.
Honestly, my first time I did that, I didn't even know you could do that. I did it the hard way. And then someone at school was like, yeah, no, like, I got a bad time rank on that one.
The second fight is fun. But it's one of those things where I fucking hate I'm trying to think of the word, but it's that thing where you are arbitrarily taking out of something that you've clearly had unlimited of. Now, for some reason, you don't. Like, you're flying around with pretty much infinite Devil Trigger in infinite fucking form, and then suddenly you hit with a few I-beams knocked to the ground, and you're back in Dante's original form. And you need... Hold on, and then you can get your Devil Trigger back to turn back into the Sparta look, but we were constantly in it moments ago, flying around, shooting laser beams at each other, so why the fuck is this now happening now? But then again, the one thing I really do like, and it's the one thing that I also fucking hate, the moment you start playing on the ground as fucking Sparta Dante, and you see him fucking swinging Sparta in devil form, and you see how big that fucking hitbox is, it makes me want to keep playing as it, which leads to the bad point that even after you complete the fucking game, you don't get to use Devil Trigger with Sparta out of that. It's the supersonic syndrome where you don't get supersonic until the final fucking boss.
The worst.
Well, as I was saying though, to explain how Dante goes back to normal, he's having a tantrum. You know that, right?
I mean,
no, because then how the fuck does he? No,
and then Mundus smacks some sense into him.
Yeah, so why the fuck does he when he get knocked back in it, he knocked out of it, he can just go back in it with regular Devil Trigger mechanics. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're gonna put him in the form to begin with, where he's just permanently in the form, even when we have no Devil Trigger flying around, then on the ground we should still be in that fucking form, even if we don't have Devil Trigger. It should work the same as the fucking shooter section, where having full Devil Trigger and activating it activates an ultimate attack. I don't know. That's just how I fucking see it. Then you can give us for completing the game on the highest difficulty, you could give us a Sparta form with Sparta in regular gameplay where it works like regular Devil Trigger.
Makes sense. All right. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm still salty about that years later. That even completing it on its highest fucking difficulty, you get costumes and shit, but you never get to use the fucking Sparta Devil Trigger outside of the final fucking boss. It still pisses me off, and it still pisses me off with a lot of Sonic games where they don't give you Supersonic outside of the final fucking boss.
Well, again, you think Capcom would have added this since they re-released the game again recently? Like, was it January they re-released it on PS4?
The HD collection. No, this is a straight.
It was earlier.
This is
I think they released it earlier.
March,
the HD collection is a port of the original HD collection because there's been. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I muted that. Yeah, the HD collection is a port of the Xbox 360 PS3.
It's a portable port.
No. There was the HD collection was originally on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Xbox 360.
It was a HD remaster of 1, 2, and 3. It's
Yep.
basically a port of that for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, they
Yeah.
said they didn't change anything, but I'm absolutely certain they changed some of the fucking audio mastering levels, like the audio level problems that the original HD trilogy had.
Yeah, it's fixed in the PS4 version or the modern gen version.
Yeah.
Well, either
But
way,
yeah,
though,
they turned around and said even on the website there would be no there'll be no major changes. There will be no changes from the original HD version. It would just be a port, but I'm absolutely certain they did fix the audio levels.
holy shit, we're an hour in and it's still Devil May Cry 1 talk.
Come on, you expected anything less?
I'm just saying it's gonna be a bitch for me to upload this. I think
So your fault.
You know, it's true. I'll babysit this video.
We'll try to keep the discussions maybe short and sweet.
Well, it's definitely gonna be short and sweet for 2. I know that because we're just gonna go straight into 3. That's where we're all gonna.
I'm gonna say disavow. No, I'll try and go over the story. I'll try and go over the story as best as I can.
I have it written down, but like, okay. Either way, though, Devil May Cry, that fight with Mundus after the first 2 phases, a shoot 'em up, and then the little double trigger happy moment, and Dante gives the best line ever.
Jackpot.
No. I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
No, we all need to do it. We all need to do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
There we go. It was all out of sync there, but yeah.
Blame it on Discord. Yeah. And Dante leaves his best weapon with a corpse of his mom. So hey, there's that.
Yeah, I mean, thematically it kind of makes sense, but what the hell?
Well,
Thank God Trish came back.
The whole meaning of that was like I'm leaving my mother and father together. That's still kind of.
It was hokey as shit.
It is hokey as shit. No one.
It was.
No one can defend that, honestly. But
you cannot defend that.
That's right up there with the Jill sandwich line.
No. The Jill sandwich line was just a fucking port. Was a really badly written line said as straight as possible. This one was some of the hammiest shit I've ever heard that had emotion tried to be put into it, and it didn't work.
Either way, though,
that's what that one is.
Either way, though, after that section, Dante, has the mid-trade countdown where he has to escape the Malay Island. And I'm trying to remember.
There you go. Sorry.
Either way, though, like I remember specifically from this part is where Nightmare. That's where you equip Nightmare Beta, and then you just fire that into the hallway, and you take care of the assault that's waiting for you at the end. We skipped the assault. I mean, the assault. Fuck them. They're called the Blade. They're called Assault in 4. Fuck them. They're just like they look like tyrants, honestly, with tails. Not tyrants. Hunters.
Hold on, are you talking about the Blade?
The Blade, yes. They look like.
They look fucking nothing like hunters. They just look like big giant fucking anthropomorphic fucking lizards with fucking
hunter
helmets, shields, and giant fucking claws.
Yeah,
they don't look like hunters. They look fuck all like hunters.
Either way, though, you do that.
Motherfucker, you get... No. Motherfucker, I want a goddamn side-by-side on the screen right now between a fucking hunter and a blade, and I want the fucking people watching, if anybody watches this, to tell me if there is a fucking similarity between those two sons of bitches.
Well, I didn't have that prepared. I had to, move everything to the new computer.
I want a fucking side-by-side of this when you upload it.
All right, hold on. I'll post in the Discord because there is a side-by-side.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to switch it. I'm going to switch it to display capture. Where is it?
There is? Wait,
it's not. There actually is. It's not a good res, though, but there actually is a side-by-side.
Okay, you're putting this in general?
I'll put it in the general.
Okay. By the way, you'll notice it. Oh, I'm sure you already saw it.
I'm trying to.
I want to see this fucking picture because there is no pissing similarities between them whatsoever.
There really isn't. Like the
Where,
blades look.
where-
They're more slim compared to the hunters. They also have tails, and they actually more or
And they
less
have longer
like.
arms. They look more
Yeah.
like humanoid lizards.
Okay,
They do.
either way, it's still Resident. It's I just assumed it was a Resident Evil kind of thing. Oh, you put it.
Thank
And
you.
It
Thank
it
you.
could be.
Oh, in
but,
fact, no. The hunters have longer fucking arms. They have arms that go down to the fucking ground.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch to display capture real fast so I can.
I wouldn't bother. You should just save it and fucking put it on the screen because that is really small.
Yeah.
Do it in
Alright.
post.
Okay, it's
Again, I told you I couldn't find a good res for it, but there
It's-
was a side by side.
either way though. Let's get out of this tangent and we're almost at the home stretch. You go through
No,
the
we're not.
hallway. You go through the door, and then you just fall. You fall. What's it called? You fall into the where you fight the Beelzebubs, the dungeon or the sewer.
Yeah, you get the old key.
And I was gonna say, and Mundus pulls himself into the demon, to the mortal realm, and then that's where the final confrontation begins, where you tear his angelic statue apart, and revealing a
It was
Birkin
already
monster.
falling apart.
Well, you see the Birkin goop sticking out.
Yeah,
So
Birkin.
grotesque.
I know Birkin in fucking Resident Evil 2 remake looks even more grotesque.
You're right.
Like, holy shit, that is just that's just a blob of flesh with teeth. That's horrifying with a fucking eye in the center. You want to talk about fucking horrifying? That's grotesque.
Well, honestly, it's honestly a tomb. It's just a tumor, kind of like.
Mundus is tame compared to Birkin in fucking RE2R.
Okay, well, either or.
Oh yeah.
Wait, either or.
RE2R is just gross. It's teeth and flesh and an eye.
Exactly.
Well, the G virus is kind of like building on mass of mass of mass. Ugh.
Kind of like this, just kind of like this. This video going so long is creating mass on top of mass on top of mass.
Dante, I hate you. I truly do. Oh shit! I had. Okay. Okay. Either way, we're at the end. Trish appears, gives Dante her. Oh wait, gives Dante his her power, and then we get the line jackpot, which is it's been in a series.
No. Before we get that, Trish announces, well, looks like we have a winner.
And then we get the jackpot line.
Then we get jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
And we then get into a section that is then redone, and we get a section. We get an escape from vehicle section that is done. That we see it happening again in RE4. You know, the escaping the island through like Dante and Trish escape with a biplane. Which, by the way, fun fact: when you're going through the game, every time you go back there, someone is secretly repairing the airplane. Who does that?
I don't know.
Like Dante knows this. Someone looks like they're fixing this.
You know, it would not. That is one of the things that kind of leads me to the suspicion that it's a real. You know, it wouldn't be surprised me if because who's the only two people that could do that? There's only two people that could do that.
Neil Angelo?
It's Neil Angelo. Like it's Virgil doing it. Like he's taking control and doing it, though why he wouldn't go and talk to his brother, I have no idea if he could take control. Or it's Trish, which makes no sense anyway if Trish was planning on killing Dante at any point, especially in hell. Which again, like I say, neither of those makes fucking sense. I'm just trying to pull something out of my ass to explain it. I can't.
Oh, you can pull stuff out your ass, but I can't?
No, you can't.
It's it's fine. It's my video, of course.
Because mine's speculation. Yours is just pulling stuff out your ass and thinking it's true.
Okay, either way though, we have that section where you're flying out. Does not play bad, honestly. I like how it played.
No, it's not. It isn't bad. I mean, you can definitely tell that this is Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 4 Alpha.
Yeah, this shows where the Resident Evil was supposed to be, essentially. Like, you can see it through most of the game, but this definitely, it shows it.
Oh yeah. And then Malay Island is destroyed, but is it completely destroyed?
No. Let's be accurate. That motherfucker got nuked by demonic energy. Like that fucking imploded on itself. That fucker went up like a nuke.
It's beyond destroyed at this point.
That fucker is fucking atomized.
Well, either way though, the game basically ends with Dante and Trish saying the sky is so blue, blah blah blah, and Dante saying another cheesy line. I don't remember it honestly. And then we get to
no, what? I'm trying to think of it now.
It's
the sky. The sky is fair.
Yeah, the sky is fair.
It'll be there no matter what.
Yeah.
It's not a bad line. That honestly isn't a bad line because it is true. It is fair. It will be there no matter what. Now the whole legendary. Well, let's go back actually to what he says to Mundus just before Mundus suffers a fucking implosion of himself and just fucking gets sucked back into hell. Give my regards to my son, will you? Do you think they'll ever fucking follow up on that line?
When we get to the DMC5 predictions, I have something for that.
See, I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna get that at like Devil May Cry 9.
Well, Mundus was never destroyed technically.
No, he is back in hell. He is sealed back away, but then again, makes no fucking sense considering how many times demons have come through to fucking invade Earth.
Well, because
the fuck is Mundus not?
Well, there are other demons. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. You cut up.
I cut off?
Yeah, you cut off.
Well, there are other demons out there. You know what I mean? Like what? You don't think there's anyone higher than Mundus?
Honestly, with the fact that the series is actually canon, yes. But my question is Mundus has, if you think about it, there's no one outside of Mundus that's been like definitively crowned the King of Hell. Even Mundus wasn't, but he was
self-appointed.
But Mundus was he's the closest we've seen to the King of Hell in the series, if you think about it. Because I mean, in the second one, it's resurrected something or another. I can't fucking remember. In the third game, it's Virgil and then Agnes with the power of Sparta, which completely backfires on him because he doesn't look like Sparta at all. 4 is
Sanctus.
The Order of Sparta. And 5, who fucking knows who 5 is? My original thought was it's V, but it clearly isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck? No, I mean maybe 5 is Mundus.
Well, we'll see. And again, let's finish Devil May Cry 1 proper. It ends with Dante and Trish partnering up, and Dante changing the name of his store or his business to Devil Never Cry.
Which and they have Conde almost immediately.
Yeah,
immediately. Yeah.
It's not quite as catchy.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, either way, though, with that said, let me get rid of the Devil May Cry 1 box art you see on screen, and we'll go into Devil May Cry 2.
Oh boy.
I disavow.
well, I have these notes written down. I just want to read them out real fast. Devil May Cry 2. Worst game of the series, Best Dressed Dante, introduces Bloody Palace mode and playable character Lucia. Dante seals himself in the demon.
Not that bad, actually.
Not that bad, but her water section sucked ass.
Mm-hmm.
And game ends with Dante sealing himself in the demon realm as the ending.
And he's basically fucking trolling Lucia all the way through with that fucking double-headed coin.
True, that is another thing. Okay, Devil May Cry 1. Devil May Cry 2. Devil May Cry 1. 1 hour and 10 minutes. Devil May Cry 2. 30 seconds. Good job, guys.
Pretty much.
Let's go. Let's see if we can deep dive a bit more into it if we can.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate you so much, Dante.
I will say this about Devil May Cry 2. It had some interesting characters, some interesting enemy designs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the face, the fucking building. The face in the building, that was good.
Let me see. Oh yeah, Phantom Returns, but as like a amalgamation of other monsters fused to it.
Having Devil Trigger from the fucking jump was really fucking cool.
The Ouroboros company.
which is funny because that would be reused in a later Capcom property.
Oh yeah.
I think the game had some interesting premises and concepts. It just was not executed well. And I remember when I played for like the very few minutes that I did play it, it was boring to kind of look at. Like
yeah, it is very brown.
Yeah, the color palette is very bland and the textures doesn't look good.
It doesn't even look good in the fucking HD version.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gothic Castle, pretty cool area. Gothic City,
Like
just
city.
kind of trying hard there.
It's it just didn't look good, and the fact that there really isn't very much of a challenge when it comes to the enemies. Like, you can literally just sit there and shoot at them and they can't really do anything. Like, you can just walk past them and not get hit. It's unfortunate that it failed after a success that one was.
I believe that game was made in 4 months, actually.
Sorry about that. What?
The game was made within 4 months, actually. So it kind of shows.
Not made within 4 months.
Well, the director came on.
The director changed for the last 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe that is it. The original director, I believe, stepped down, and the new director came up for the last 4 months. I believe didn't say 4 months.
Oh,
then
sorry.
Only 4 and 5 months of the remaining development.
Yeah, last 4 months of development was Hideki
Izuna.
Hideki Izuma. Isuna. Last 4 months of development. He was the director for the last 4 months of the development.
Yep.
And by the way, if you could you bring up a look of Dante's outfit? Because now I'm looking at it again. I don't know why, but I'm getting a big smack of Spanish influence with his attire.
Well,
I'm trying to find.
Well, that look of him is used during the. Fun fact: DMC2 does give us a very good meme, though. It gives us the featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series, because that version of him is used in the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
Oh yeah.
It did give us that meme.
So
featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series. I see what you mean. That has a little bit of a Spanish influence on this. I think it's just in particular, this one pose that I'm looking at.
You're looking at the one where he's got the guns in the air, aren't you? Yep. But like, there's another one from in-game as well where it looks very. I put the one the two in the Discord at the moment for you guys to look at and for Cyber to put on screen in post.
Mm-hmm.
Try and find the other one that I was looking at, but he's got the top of the shirt is open, like it's showing a little chest for the ladies. But for some reason, I'm all I can think of, the word that comes to my mind when I see it is that's very Spanish.
Really?
I like how you can kind of see the way the cloak is also textured. It looks like it's suede.
I do love suede. I don't know. I like that. I'm remembering that was a State Farm commercial that makes that joke.
Oh, you're thinking it's khakis.
Is it khaki?
So throughout the series, we've got Serious Dante, Devil May Cry 1, Spaniard Dante, that's it. It looks very Spaniard. Spaniard Dante, Devil May Cry 2, Lazy Dante, Devil May Cry 3, Cowboy Dante, Devil May Cry 4, Hobo Dante, Devil May Cry 5.
God. I like that, and I also like the whole Foxy Grandpa thing for Devil May Cry 5 Dante.
That meme is fun.
It's great. It's my favorite.
And what's next?
What I will say about this, the villain of Devil May Cry 2. I cannot remember a single fucking thing about the dude. He was
so boring,
completely uninteresting to me.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know. I don't know of the fucking villain. I don't remember anything except for the first 30 minutes.
Arius, I think his name was, because like he was trying to raise a powerful demon. Agrosax?
Yes.
Agrosax. Agrosax or Agrosax or Agrosax. I can't remember which one it was.
Demon Argosax or Agrosax.
Oh
It's one of
god,
those.
editing this in post is gonna be a nightmare. You guys are the best.
Sorry, but yeah, it's the main villain is from what the wiki says, a businessman named Arius from raising the demon Agrosax and achieving supreme power.
Yeah, that's how you know he's a that's how you know he's a boring fucking character when the description just describes him as a businessman.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's fucking boring.
Incredible.
Fucking Armstrong from Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance was a more interesting boss than him. At least Armstrong left a fucking impression when he went all fucking ride it out on nanomachines, son.
That's still the most surprising boss fight. I mean, surprisingly cool boss fight though.
Yeah, Cyber.
Yeah.
Nanomachines, son.
Nanomachines,
Please tell me
son.
you remember where that is.
Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
No, nanomachines, son. Where does that specific line come from?
Armstrong, Senator. Wait.
No. Some call me Johnny. Here's Metal Gear Solid review. When he's talking about nanomachines being magic, how's it happen? Nanomachines, son.
Oh yeah. Oh man, freaking. Okay.
Shout out to Some Call Me Johnny.
Yep.
Fucking love him.
One of the best YouTubers out there. I'm trying to catch up one day. Obviously not today. I'm doing my DMC discussion.
Yep.
So,
I mean, I really don't have any, because the game has interesting concepts, but the problem, you want to know the biggest fucking problem with Devil May Cry 2?
It's boring.
Everything?
No, everything that it did, Devil May Cry 3 did better.
Yeah. Yes, it did. You're absolutely right.
Everything, it felt like a fucking beta test for everything Devil May Cry 3 did.
Yeah, because Devil May Cry 3 was in the city.
Yeah, multiple weapons, multiple fight styles. Because I remember in 3, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he also have the fucking gun, and the fuck's it, not Red Guard? What was it? No, it was Red Guard, wasn't it?
Gunslinger.
What?
Gunslinger, where he could aim at two enemies at once.
You're talking about like the styles?
Yeah, style system.
Yeah, he had like Royal Guards, Swordsmaster, Trickster, and Gunmaster. I think it was like.
Yeah, you're right. Royal Guard, Gunslinger, Trickster. Yeah, that shit was in Devil May Cry 3, but done much better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, so what he's got: Trickster, Swordmaster, Gunslinger, Royal Guard, and gains Quicksilver and Doppelganger.
Mm-hmm. So
those are the two styles he picks up.
Well, since we're
he picks up
since we're on about Devil May Cry 3, can we just transition into 3? I literally.
Give me a sec. I'm fact checking. I'm sorry. I don't want to be an asshole and not fact check this shit, but I'm absolutely certain.
I have the notes.
Devil May Cry 2.
Okay, never mind. I have notes on 3 for like everything you get. So.
Right.
Yep.
No, it's just I want to make sure that 2 did have those fucking styles like Royal Guard and shit.
You just want to kill my RAM.
Fucking dead. I'm fucking certain it had the different styles like Gunslinger and shit, because in Gunslinger.
I don't think Dante had different styles in 2 though.
That's what I'm making sure about, because I'm absolutely fucking certain it did. Because in 2 you can actually change, you can actually shoot in different directions.
I think it might have been with like
I think it was just
with
Ebony Ivory, right? It was just an automatic thing.
Well, if you locked on, I think that was the thing. If you locked onto an enemy, and you could just change direction.
Because like also he had that thing where he can do the shower where he fires the gun in the air. Oh, like like the bullet storm. Is that what it's called, bullet storm? Which then gets perfected in 3 though.
What do you mean, when he jumps in the air and starts shooting downwards?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's bullet storm. Go ahead. You can skip on to. While I'm looking for this, you can stop. You can skip on to that.
Well, I'll let Bink take the reins on this one, because this is your favorite Devil May Cry game, right?
Devil May Cry 3?
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, this one's actually the one I played the most of. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah. So Devil May Cry 3, the prequel game, essentially. Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening. It it was definitely, yeah, definitely the one I played the most of, and there's you start off the game at the shop or the business, Devil May Cry, where they
That's it.
also kind of introduce a very interesting character trait for Dante, is that he fucking loves pizza. And
Thank you. That's another reason I got that fucking nickname, is because I'm also a big fan of, even though our pizza styles are different, I fucking love pepperoni pizzas.
That's the fucking best. But it's funny. I think it was only like a one-time thing too. But you know what? Whatever. He loves pizza.
No,
It's a
no,
character trait.
It's
Oh
canonical.
yeah, because in 4,
Not
he
only
does it
4,
again.
not only 4, but also in this animated series, which is canon.
Yeah, and ice cream or strawberry sundaes in the anime as well.
I'd also like to retract my statement. The styles were not in Devil May Cry 2, as I thought
Assumed.
I remembered.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
But yes, Devil May Cry 3 had it had really fun enemies. It introduced that one the Jester, that one little boss battle. I remember that battle very, very vividly because I was just annoyed.
That was
It wasn't bad, it was just annoying.
That was for the special edition, right? That he was added in, Jester.
Yeah, Jester was in. I think it was in the Virgil fights. I think that was special edition you're thinking of.
Yes. Yes.
Also,
yes.
straight up, let me just say this: us in Europe had it fucking worse off with Devil May Cry 3 than the rest of you fuckers. Because for those who don't know, the Japanese hard mode is the European normal mode.
Yeah, that's how it is with a lot of Japanese
Localization
games,
and
is
all that.
Yes,
you guys didn't suffer it. You guys got it as it was intended. We had to suffer through that fucking shit. And
Well,
so we
hey.
got special edition where they rebalanced that crap.
Well, hey, listen. You tested it for us. We got Devil May Cry 3. We got Devil May Cry 3 proper. You guys got Metroid Prime. What's it called? New controls. I'm still salty about that.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I'm not spending $50 on the Prime trilogy. Okay, let's. This isn't the Metroid talk.
Yeah.
This is Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah, and then another fun thing about this game as well is that, how we've mentioned before, there's a bunch of a lot of the bosses and stuff you fight, you get weapons from them, and they were pretty damn cool.
Yep.
Fucking loved them.
And
of course, this is where they introduce Virgil and essentially his relationship with Dante. Plot twist: it's his evil twin brother.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say evil. It's the weird thing is Virgil, depending on how they're doing with 5, I wouldn't even necessarily say he was evil. He's just, again, kind of the same as, the same defense later for DMC Devil May Cry. It kind of comes up with as a nature versus nurture kind of
I was going to say, after thinking about it, it's more of he's misguided than anything.
Very misguided. Like I say, it's the same with DMC Devil May Cry. It's the nature versus nurture thing, and clearly Virgil grew up on the other side of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also to completely ruin a point that Cyber tried to make earlier about this game giving you weapons when you kill enemies. The two brothers, the two sword brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't kill them.
You don't kill them.
But he claimed them.
They just essentially give themselves, give the weapon to Dante.
Yeah, they give themselves to Dante because they are the weapons. And by the way, I fucking love those.
I love them. They're really good.
Those two chatty motherfuckers. Honestly, if there's one thing, because Navi pissed me off in Ocarina of Time with her constant, hey, look, listen. I wouldn't have minded listening to those two chatter on every time I fucking use them.
Yeah, same. They were great. I really loved them. The start of the boss battle was also really funny. It was really good. They're just they're great characters.
They're back for 5.
And their weapons are pretty awesome. Their weapons are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
They're back for 5 though.
You pardon?
They're back for 5?
They haven't showed any gameplay. They just showed their models. That's it. And
What the fuck?
looks like Dante keeps them well polished because they look fucking spiffy.
Nice. I
Hell
will say
yeah.
this as well. We didn't bring this up in Devil May Cry. We didn't bring this up in Devil May Cry 1. Well, we you guys talked about the scene, but it's also one of the things that's also levied against the anime. Because I just want to quickly bring up the anime really quickly because in timeline it happens after this, but there's a reason I want to bring it up because it relates to a scene that happens in this. Is one of the problems one of the issues that's levied against the Devil May Cry animated series is that Dante seems way too indestructible, way too immortal.
Yeah.
Which is funny because with the way that Devil May Cry 5 seems to be going, it seems like Dante is getting his ass handed to him handedly on
Yes.
some occasions, which is very bizarre. I don't know if this is because Dante is getting older or if the fact that because now that 4 takes place before fucking 5, this even raises the question even more because Dante just seems fucking indestructible in 5 as well, in 4 as well.
Yeah.
Is that's the problem? Is that Dante in the animated series comes off way too indestructible when in reality he has throughout the entire series. In the first one, he gets Alistair through the fucking chest. In the third game, he gets shot in the fucking head
by a fucking rocket launcher.
No, not by the rocket launcher. No,
no, you're right. Lady just flat out shoots him in the head. I remember that. Yep.
And he lets go of her. And he lets go of her and he looks over at the corner and says, I can't remember if he says, "You're welcome, by the way," or "This is why I don't help people," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And because in the animated series, the biggest thing that happens to him, he gets nailed to a fucking cross in the underworld by his own fucking sword, which has happened before. The only time I've seen Dante in any kind of duress was when he got fucking impaled by Mundus at the as we discussed in Devil May Cry 1. That's the only time I've actually seen him take any legitimate amounts of damage.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's the only time, which also leads into the fact that I still find it hard to believe that he dies to any fucking demon even while I'm playing as him. I feel like I should have God mode on at all times to make it realistic or stay true to the character. Oh, sorry, I take that back. The only other person he seems to take damage to is Virgil.
Yeah.
Because Virgil fucking whoops his ass in the first encounter.
Fucks him up. Yeah,
Virgil
fucks him up in the first encounter in 3.
Let's point out Virgil is the older brother too.
Is he?
Yeah, he came out first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one thing I didn't know.
In Devil May Cry 3, like there's a line where Dante says, "How about a kiss from your baby brother?"
Okay, right. Well, even that I couldn't remember that, so it's a small detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, he just comes down to a case of Dante's always seemed indestructible in the series. There's only been like I said, one occasion where he seems like he's in dire stress, and that was against the fucking king of the underworld.
And either way, well,
I just needed to bring that up because it's just something that is levied against the animated series that I think is unjustified in a sense.
It's just very interesting how you think about it because like it's a lot of these later on and like these later I would say iterations because when did the anime come out again? Like
2000. Hold on, I have it written down. 2007. Oh, wow. I told you I made notes. It came out in June 2007.
It was that before or after the 4th game? Because that was definitely after the 3rd.
Yeah, it was definitely after the 3rd.
I think it was after the 4th game because I think the 4th game came out in 2006, 2007.
Devil May Cry 4 came out on 2008 on the PS3.
Right. Yes. Okay, so it was before.
I got my notes.
All right. Well done.
I did my homework.
But it basically kind of just like the later iterations of the games, like after 3, just kind of made it seem, or not just games, but Dante just made it seem like he was indestructible. Like nothing can really kill him, except for maybe Virgil.
Or Mundus. Like I said, Mundus was the only person who did legitimate damage to him. And then he turned into fucking Sparta mode and then just fucking wrecked his shit.
Well, either way, DMC3 is the game that put Devil May Cry on the map, though. It's what kind of made Capcom. It made Capcom. It made it a staple for Capcom. That's why we saw.
Well, yeah, it made it more popular. for Capcom because it was Devil May Cry 3 Dante was the one to be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That version of Dante was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
He was also in Project Cross Zone.
It's the outfit that was, but if you actually look at the model, they're using Devil May Cry 4's model. Which
Really?
is bizarre.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. But I mean, to me, I would say I go as far as say it took it out of the possibility. It took it out of the realm of being a cult classic. Because like Devil May Cry 1 was popular. Devil May Cry 2 was a disappointment. Now here's the thing: if you think about this, it must have been a popular franchise to after the first game anyway. Considering they took fan feedback seriously after the second game to even make the third game as polished as it was. I can't even say polished because I mean it's not a perfect game, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm gonna look up something that I don't think Cyber did. So you guys continue, and I will. Yeah. Okay. So I've just found up a rough chart at the moment, which is absolutely fucking hilarious because you turn around and say it popularized it, but it's actually the least selling Devil May Cry game.
It is.
Amazingly enough.
Yeah.
Huh.
Devil May Cry 3 only sold. I'm looking at this chart. Apparently, it only sold 1.3 million. Devil May Cry 2 sold 1.7 million. Devil May Cry, the original, sold 2.16 million, and Devil May Cry 4 sold 2.35 million copies. So Devil May Cry 3 did not popularize it. It's the most I can't even say it's the most popular one. It's the most highly regarded one then.
Yeah, I mean it's the one I would say is when you think Dante from Devil May Cry.
Okay, I'm looking at give me a second. So sorry, I'm just looking at revised numbers. I fucking hate these numbers because these numbers are actually all over the fucking place. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at an official wiki Devil May Cry for the franchise, which has sold 16 million units overall. Like that's over all of the fucking iterations, even DMC Devil May Cry. The problem is it's saying DMC Devil May Cry 3 twice, but because it even says Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. So I can't give you a conclusive statement on this. So just give me a minute. You guys talk while I actually try and actually look up solid concrete numbers for this.
Okay.
Sorry. This is something I'm really interested to know myself now.
Well, let me just take care of some quick small notes, okay?
Right.
Devil May Cry 3 takes place outside of Dante's shop when Virgil and a man named Arkham summon an ancient tower, the Tower of Temen Negru.
Isn't it Agnum?
No, Arkham. His name is Arkham.
Arkham.
Are you sure it's Arkham?
It's Arkham. Anything else?
No, sorry. I was just making sure.
Okay. Well, Arkham gives Dante an invitation to the tower, blah, 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 meet up with Virgil. We have, which is a really interesting Easter egg in this game, which never returns for any of the other series. Each mission...
What's that one?
Each mission is always in, like, in the area somehow. Like, in Dante's shop, when he flips the pool table, the camera focuses on a billiard ball with the number 1 on it. And then when you go outside to fight the first boss,
each chapter,
there's a chapter number. Okay.
In the cutscene, yeah, each chapter, each cutscene at the beginning of a chapter gives you the number of the chapter. Because there's one where lady is on her bike and she uses it and burns a bunch of demons, and when it drives away, I think it's like the number 6.
Number 3. It's a smoking 3.
Number 3. There we go. It's a smoking 3.
And then with Arkham, like after he gets like killed, quote quote, I believe killed by
Virgil?
Quote quote. Yeah, but when he gets killed by Virgil and stuff, his blood basically pulls into the number 11.
No, his blood pulls into number 10 on the book. And then,
is it 10?
Yeah, and then mission 11, it looks like someone dragged Arkham away, and his legs make a left.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
And I apologize. I was mixing up names. When I say Agni, I'm actually fucking wrong. I'm thinking of the fucking blades. It's Agni and Rudra.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the fucking blade for some reason.
That's cool. You're good, man. And okay, so yeah, the first boss you fight in the game is a Hell Vanguard, which is
Cerberus.
no, Hell Vanguard. The first boss. Then Virgil kills it.
Well, yeah, it's outside of
Dante's
Dante's shop.
because it introduces
Oh, sorry.
the Hell Prides. Did you fight the Hell Raft during that fight? It's the suicide bomber.
No,
Yes.
you don't. Are you sure? Wait.
Yeah, I'm certain you do.
Okay.
I'm fucking certain you do. If it's not on, I think it might be on a higher difficulty, but I'm certain you do.
Okay.
It might be on the higher difficulty.
Either way, though.
I'm absolutely certain I've seen those fuckers there.
Either way, the Hell Vanguard. Let's see. Yeah, the Hell Vanguard's the Reaper boss, and then we have We have the 7 hells of them, which are all named after the 7 deadly sins. That's research that I'm now gonna have to put into my own devil when I do my Devil May Cry 3 Let's Play at some point. Friggin', we have first Hell Pride, basic Reapers, Envy. They're only found in the Leviathan. Well, not only found because they eventually come out. The Hell Raft, Suicide Bombers, which are seen. Yeah, I think they are seen earlier. The Sloths, which are you fought them in a strip club, I believe, right? The ones that can teleport.
Yeah.
The 5th Hell, which is Greed, and they carry a coffin and they summon the Prides and the Sloths. Oh yeah,
those things are annoying.
Oh wait, no, never mind. They also summon the Lusts early on. And the Gluttony, which is the stronger one, the ones that shoot the sand, and they have that staff.
Yeah.
And finally, Lust, which is basically the Hell Prides but faster. So I just want to get those enemies out of the way. So, yeah, Dante is kind of angry because the demons wrecked his shop, and he's on his way to go fight said demons. And
I like that that cutscene though. Like before you fight the Reaper boss and stuff, like he goes outside of his shop. No, this might have been after, but it was a cutscene basically before he essentially, after he walks out of the shop and he very flourishly puts on his signature red coat. He sneezes and the shop falls apart.
Yeah, because he puts the sword in the ground and he sneezes and then kabuts. And then he says, "So you bastards are gonna owe me a new shop."
Yeah, because somehow these demons will pay for it. One way or another.
They will pay with their lives. Speaking of which, I think I finally figured it out. Figured out these fucking titles, so I know what they've fucking done, and this is dirty. This is honestly rather fucking dirty inflation. So the numbers I'm looking at, where I mentioned this, the motherfuckers are inflated. So with Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3, the fuckers inflated the numbers with the Devil May Cry HD trilogy sales. So that's what they fucking did. So I'm actually looking at this, and yes, I was right. The original Devil May Cry sold 2.16 million copies. But if you inflate that with the Devil May Cry HD collection numbers, it sold 3.31 million or 3.31 million copies. Devil May Cry 2 only sold 1.7 million. Inflated with the HD collection sold 2.85 million. Devil May Cry 3 only sold 1.3 million copies. Though they inflate that with the 1 million copies of the special edition sold, as well as the 1.15 million sold with the HD collection, which brings it up to 3.45 million.
So Devil May Cry 1 is still the most popular. What was the most purchased one?
If we're talking individual release, up to now it is the most sold individual. Then with Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 4 sold 3 million copies individual. Then you conflate that with the special edition that was sold, which only sold 200,000 copies apparently. It sold a total of 3.2 million, and that's the special edition version. I don't think the special edition ever got released for a console.
No, it got not physically, just digitally.
I don't even think that. I think the Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition Steam only, because I'm not seeing any other numbers.
I have it for the PS4.
Oh, that's weird because I'm not seeing any other numbers for PlayStation 4 of that. Or maybe this was before they added the PlayStation 4 numbers. And then you've got DMC Devil May Cry, which sold 2.2 million, which actually sold more than Devil May Cry. It actually sold more than Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry 3.
Well, hopefully 5 takes the mantle.
Devil May Cry 4 still holds the record for the most sold because that sold 3 million of the original version, and then obviously you had the DMC Devil May Cry Steam version which sold. That sold 2.2. So no, the original it did win. And then the re-release on Steam it sold 500,000 copies. So a total inflated total of 2.7 million for DMC Devil May Cry. So yes. DMC 3 was, I would say, initially it was not as popular as the first or second game, but I would say its popularity picked up with obviously pre-owned copies and shit later on down the line, which wouldn't add to these numbers. Do you know what I mean? Because they're obviously pre-owned copies. So I would say yes, it's more popular, but numbers wise, it didn't sell as well.
Like we said about like any other game, though. Honestly.
Oh, it can be said. It can be said about a lot of games. I'd say that its initial, because obviously, if I look at the numbers, it seems like people got really fucking burned by Devil May Cry 2 because there was a drop off of 400,000 from Devil May Cry 1 to 2, and then a further 400,000 copy drop off from 2 to 3. And then suddenly jump right the fuck back up to 3 million for the fourth game.
All right.
Pretty much doubling how much Devil May Cry 3 sold. So yeah, I would say its popularity grew over time when people realized, no, this isn't Devil May Cry 2. This is just a really good fucking game. And then obviously 4 came out, and that sold the most. Sorry, I just wanted to get those facts out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where were we? Oh yeah, Dante's on his way to the tower, the Temme Negru, and that's what my notes say. And
I'm saying I hate that name because it's so annoying to say.
Why? Because you can't say it.
It's a mouthful.
Temme Negru.
Okay, there we go. Temme Negru. Okay. All right, I was gonna say, Dante shotgun gets a name now, actually, because
It does.
It's the Coyote A.
Yep.
And according to the wiki,
this is when they actually started naming things and not making them generic.
Yeah.
Progress, Capcom, progress.
And with that said, we kind of get that interesting gunslinger style, right? Where Dante can swing the shotgun like nunchucks.
Yep.
Yes. It was cool as fuck.
Impractical as fuck, but it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. This game was very
stylish.
Over the top.
It was definitely more flashy and stylish.
Well,
here's the thing, though. You say that, but the best thing about it is it doesn't lose substance. It's style and substance.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I very much enjoy it. Like
I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just adding that it didn't. Even though there's a lot of style to it, it didn't lose any substance. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And okay, well, since I want to practice my segue skills, Dante uses the Coyote A like a nunchuck. We go into Cerberus, which is the first real boss of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And okay, go ahead.
I was just thinking, actually, looking back on it, he doesn't even kill Cerberus. Cerberus gives himself willingly to Dante. He doesn't actually kill any of the bosses.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah, he doesn't even kill Beowulf.
Yeah, you don't.
Virgil kills Beowulf, if I'm right.
And pulls his demon essence to make the Beowulf.
Devil arms, yeah.
Well, either way, though, 3-prong ice nunchucks you get from Cerberus, okay?
Yeah, fucking badass.
And
They're so cool.
Now let me do my quick snap. This is where
Dante rides a missile.
I was gonna say,
he does.
this is where I put the clip of Dante riding the missile. If I forget, I owe Bianca Sirbink a copy of Devil May Cry 5 too.
Hey.
Welcome to the club.
Well,
we can't remind him. By the way, we can't remind him. We need to keep our lips shut.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys won't do that to me. Looks at my tax returns. Okay, what was I say? Well, I'm gonna put the clip over here anyway. It's gonna be fucking hilarious if I don't. And we get introduced to Dante is introduced to Lady at this point in the game.
Yes.
Okay, Bink. as the only female here,
Yeah.
because we couldn't allow this to be a complete sausage fest. I must know, Trish or Mary.
Oh my gosh.
I'll make it slightly easier for you. Trish, Mary, or Lucia.
Ooh, okay. I mean, jeez. I barely remember anything about Lucia. Her design was interesting. That's all I can really say about it. Her hair sucks. I kind of like Mary. She's spicy.
The answer
That's
is
one way to put
Nevin.
it. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
What?
Listen,
Because
Nevin, the
she
demon
took
with the bats.
Who?
Nevin.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah, I know who you're talking about now in 3. Yeah.
Can't wait to take this
The
lady home and turn her
she's
into a guitar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the only demon that Dante kills. Like, it's the only demon Dante straight up fucking kills. Because he shoots her in the goddamn stomach.
Yeah, and then she becomes a guitar. And he
Yeah.
has a sweet fucking solo.
He plays
Ladies and
subhuman.
It's so
Ladies and gentlemen, Devil May Cry 3, where fuck all makes sense, where a fucking electric spewing vampire bitch can become a goddamn fucking guitar, a three-headed dog becomes a three-headed nunchuck, and 2 demons are quite literally just fucking heads on swords.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And the whole thing comes down to just a big giant supernatural overpowered fucking brotherly spat.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
Yeah, with big serious daddy issues.
And mommy issues. Don't forget the mommy issues.
Well,
Good.
to be fair, Virgil doesn't. That's the worst thing is.
He doesn't care.
No, he does actually, because that's the reason why he says mother gave this one to me, and that's the reason why he took it back. So yeah, he did actually love his mother. That's like the one thing about Virgil that can be definitely said is that he did love his mother. Anyway, back onto what we were saying, whatever it was.
Well,
this is where we're introduced to Lady.
And
her big ass fucking rocket launcher with a little bayonet at the end.
Yeah, which I'm absolutely fucking certain she uses to rocket jump at one point.
I think she does.
She does.
Yeah, it's in one of the cutscenes.
Cool.
It's the same one where she sticks it into the fucking wall and near enough does the splits over it.
And then the smoke leaves a number 6.
Exactly, that's the one.
Yep.
Oh, I fucking love this game.
It's so good.
It really is.
It's so stylish and beautiful.
Okay, so after the Cerberus boss fight, the next one is the Gigapede, by the way, which is the flying centipede.
I hate that thing.
Yeah.
You don't really get well, its weakness is the Cerberus, though, so it's supposed to that shows you that enemies do have elemental weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's that.
It was still annoying to fight, though. At least to me. I don't know. It felt like it took too long for me to just fight, because all you do really is just
spam
bounce back and you fight it and it'll turn over and knock you off and you have to start all over again. And I feel like it was just really tedious.
And let's see what's next here on the list of bosses. Okay, after the Gigapede.
Jester next.
Yeah, well, that's
please.
The Jester is Jester has always been an optional boss fight, and yes, he does.
No. When you meet him, where Dante actually meets him in the cutscene.
Yes,
yes. Have the whole where he gets locked in the room. That's next, isn't it?
Yes, that is next. That is the next scene.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. Can I be the first to admit that I, after a certain point, after the Jester just proving that he is just one big, giant, massive dickhead, and a troll,
he is. He really is.
That I actually ended up really fucking liking him, and I was really disappointed to find out that it was actually Arkham, and I really wish that it really fucking wasn't, and I really wished he'd just stayed a dickhead troll that actually was helpful.
His own if he stayed like his own character and stuff, that would have been great. He really was. He's a lovable asshole, essentially.
Yeah, Jester is Dante's personality to the extreme, honestly.
Yeah, okay, I could see some of that. More of because Dante isn't necessarily a troll. Dante can be a dick. Dante can be a straight up dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's a sarcastic asshole.
Yeah, Dante's a sarcastic asshole. There you go.
You hit it here first. Dante
Yeah.
Crisis is sarcastic asshole.
Yes, I am
I'll
a
be the first-
sarcastic asshole.
Hey.
I will fully admit that I am a sarcastic asshole. Have you seen the way I treat you?
Yes, and yet, and you are premiering on my first discussion. You're like you're lucky you're so likable.
I know.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. So yeah, we are introduced to Jester, and Dante gets annoyed of all people, right?
Oh yeah, of all fucking people, who is a goddamn of all fucking people, he's the one with the short goddamn fuse, and he just ends up trying to kill Jester, and Jester just fucking poofs right the fuck out of there, and Dante hits the switch. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk? Am I right?
Yeah, big giant sword would show you the way.
And okay, after the Jester encounter, we have that, what's it called? Oh yeah, you get that thing that you're supposed to walk across the air, right?
Yeah.
And
Until
then
you get to like this other room that you couldn't get through because you would just fall and have a fucking spawn enemies and can't leave until you kill them.
You have
Yep.
no idea how tempting it is to just boot up Devil May Cry fucking 3 on my PC, because I own two versions. I own the original version and the HD collection, and I just really want to boot it up and play it right now. You fuckers.
it's hard to talk about Devil May Cry. I want to load up my PS4 right now and play, but like, what's gonna say? Yeah, it's hard to talk about a good game and not want to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the Jester encounter, I mean, that whole mission we have to walk across the thing, we get to fight one of the funnest bosses. We all agree these are fun characters. Past that door is Agni and Rudra, where they're basically debating if they should serve us tea or not.
They're so endearing. I love them.
Yeah.
They better have lines in 5. That's all I gotta say.
I just find it. I was on Dante's side until he clanked their heads together to shut them up. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, Dante, don't shut them up. Don't shut them up. I want to hear these guys talk.
I love them. I honestly would have absolutely loved to hear them like talk throughout if you equip them. Like I absolutely want that.
Yeah, and while you're in the middle of a fight and you're using them, you just hear them having a conversation between each other.
Yeah, and what would be even better too is that like Dante would like intersect and he was like, "All right, guys, you need to stop," but they'll keep fucking going.
Well, actually, they do talk in one of their combos. I don't know if you guys know it.
Which combo was that?
Okay, it's triangle, 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 pause, triangle, 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 pause, and then Dante goes into like a. Agni and Root just starts screaming. They go like, "Yeah, yeah."
I remember that one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And then,
they do.
And then Dante would go silence, and then does like a shockwave with them.
Yep.
I can't remember that one honestly.
It's a pretty.
I'll fully admit.
It's a pretty tricky combo, honestly.
Yeah, I think I was only able to pull it off like a couple of times in like one of my playthroughs. And when I first did it, I'm like, "That's so fucking cool!" It was so cool.
Honestly, I wish they did talk so they could explain the whole entire pausing in the middle of a combo to to make the combo better. I didn't learn about that technique until Devil May Cry, until Bayonetta, where I learned, that, if you pause in your attacks, you kind of build a new combo
you do
chain.
Like another series of combos.
Yes. But missed opportunity. So if they were, since Capcom loves remaking shit, remake 1, 2, and 3, honestly, of the DMC games.
They won't do that. They've only just recently obviously re-released the HD version, so they're not gonna fucking remake them anytime soon. It's more cost effective just to fucking HDify things. And if anything, I honestly believe that they brought out the fucking HD version to fund Devil May Cry 5, if I'm perfectly honest.
Well, that's
probably.
Well,
I wouldn't exactly say fund it all, but just to add a little more funding to, like, they went over budget and they needed a bit more funding, so they just fucking re-released the HD collection to finish the game.
Okay. Well, either way, after the Agni and Rudra fight, we now get into the first Virgil fight.
Yes, that you see at the
intro.
Beginning.
On the cutscene in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as fucking even as you think. It is when you're in the cutscenes, it's one-sided as shit.
They're
Yeah.
slicing so fast. They're like cutting a dome of like water around them. Oh no, a
Yup.
dome of air.
Yep.
And I was gonna say, we don't get
And
nothing
Virgil
from
splits bullets.
splits. No, Dante splits the bullets. Virgil catches them.
Yeah. Virgil catches them, then sends them back, and Dante splits them with with Rebellion. Which, if you watch that cutscene, they seem to fucking hit something, but there doesn't seem to be anything behind Dante that those bullets hit.
Fuck consistency.
If you actually watch that cutscene, when Virgil catches them when he's spinning the blade, then lays them on the ground, and then sends them back, Dante splits them in half because they somehow become aerodynamic enough that they come at him in a straight fucking line. He splits them, but I really don't remember anything behind him that they hit.
Oh no,
they
were
they look like they hit it. They hit something.
no, there were two pillars. That's what it was.
No, I thought the pillar was directly behind Dante though.
Are you sure?
I.
I don't know. Maybe you can play it on. Maybe you can play it on in post, just so people can see what I'm talking about.
I'll try and add it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to pay for 2 copies. I'm gonna have to pay for 3 copies of Devil May Cry 5, aren't I? Me and my big mouth.
Yeah.
I'm still learning OBS, or I have to relearn it at this point. But either way, we don't get nothing from that fight. Oh, actually,
No, you do.
we get Devil Trigger. We get Devil Trigger.
There you go.
And
there you go. Yeah, you do get something from that fight. You get everything. You get something from near enough every boss fight in that game.
And Rebellion awakens actually when it tastes Dante's own blood.
Oh, dude, Rebellion Awaken. That's honestly my favorite version of Rebellion. The fucking jaw open and everything.
It's really nice.
I want that sword.
And we have the most
on my wall.
And we have the most ridiculous cutscene in any video. I don't think Bayonetta can top this.
Oh boy, are you sure?
Is it him running down, reaching fucking
terminal velocity? Yes.
Terminal velocity. Yeah.
He shoots the fucking sword,
maybe.
make it go faster, and it catches up to it, and it gets eaten by the Leviathan.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember, a lot of that speed was all because he throws Rebellion, it gets stuck in an enemy, gets stuck in I think 3. No, it gets stuck in one enemy, then he shoots the bottom of Rebellion with 3 bullets, I believe. Then it starts going faster, impales 2 more enemies. He jumps down, grabs it, and I think it's the speed of Rebellion going down that makes him go terminal velocity.
Yes. And
then he gets eaten.
Oh wait, I almost forgot to mention this. A Devil May Cry staple: Dante gets impaled by his own sword. Before all that happens,
I don't think he gets impaled in the second game. He didn't get impaled in the fourth game. I'm certain he doesn't.
He does get impaled in the 4th game.
Yeah, Virgil impales him in 3 though, and then
Oh yeah, in the 3rd game I know he does. I don't remember in the second. Then again, who remembers the second? Who impales him in the 3rd game?
In
the 4th. Yes, you're right. Against the statue of Sparta.
Yep.
And then Nero gets it back just as good when he gets Yamato.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nero gets it even worse because he gets impaled by like 4 fucking lances.
We will get to 4 soon enough though, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yes, we are in the heart of the Leviathan. That introduces us let's see, what hell is it? We are introduced
something from hell. I'm assuming.
The envy hells, which is the more they look like cell kind of things, like more like white blood cells defending the Leviathan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the heart of Leviathan is such an annoying boss to me, honestly. Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly think
Beowulf
don't... is annoying.
Yeah,
I always find Beowulf more annoying.
Beowulf was more of a challenge and more annoying than the Leviathan, I think. Like, I barely remember the Leviathan boss battle, to be honest.
It's 3 hearts.
Being inside that motherfucker.
It's quick. it is quick though. I'm not gonna lie, it is quick though. But it's just those 3 hearts, and it kept summoning enemies to fight. You know what I mean?
See, the absolute worst thing is you turn around and say inside of a big giant monster with 3 hearts. I instantly think of fucking Gears of War. So you remember, the same thing happens in that game. You're inside a big giant fuck off worm, and you got to cut the hearts.
Was that thing called a Leviathan too?
Hmm?
Wasn't that thing called the Leviathan too?
I don't know which. No, it happens in the same one. I think you sink Jacinto, which is the third game. No, this is the second game.
Yeah, Leviathan. No, wait, that's the name of the. That's the. No, that's the. This isn't Gears of War. Okay.
No, I'm saying you say that. That sounds similar to what happens in Gears of War.
No, I know.
Inside of a big giant monster with a lot of shit inside it that's almost like it's trying to attack you because you're a foreign body inside of it and you need to destroy 3 hearts. It's almost beat for beat the same as what happens in Gears of War 2, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I feel
Which
you.
came out years later.
Well, then let's see.
Bringing up an interesting comparison.
Yes, it is. Okay. After the Heart of Leviathan, though, we get a pretty fun interaction with Lady and almost a Lady and Trish, Lady and Dante, where Dante he pulls himself out the heart. I mean, no, out the eye of the Leviathan, right?
I believe it was out the eye.
Yes, it was out the eye because he's covered in blood.
Yeah.
And he's there wiping himself. He's there trying to dust himself off.
And we see how
dust blood off.
blood dries,
Sorry.
and you can just scrape the dried. I don't know where we're going with this. Lady really could hold her own, though. We see how she's fighting off all these the hell what is it, the hell prides by herself. She is packing a lot of heat, though.
Dude, she possesses a ZZ Scorpion, a fucking Browning high power, and a big giant fuck off rocket launcher. And I'm not talking just fucking rockets. I'm talking that fucker looks like a goddamn missile.
It does.
That weapon.
That Dante at one point rides.
Yeah.
That weapon is not what's it called, approved for the Geneva Convention, I bet.
No, that thing ain't even practical in any way, shape, or form. Speaking of which,
it's huge.
If you think she's not in much action in the animated series, but it's like you gotta fucking remember when you're playing the third fucking game, and sometimes in the animated series, this bitch is human.
Yeah, she's only human. There's nothing else special about her. She is 100% human.
She also has heterochromia.
She does have heterochromia. One eye is blue, one eye is brown.
I thought it was yellow.
And she has a interesting little scar on the cross of her nose.
Yes. I find what is it called? Heterochromia.
Heterochromia, yes.
Heterochromia. I strangely find that very attractive. I don't know why. I'm a very bizarre human being, but just the idea of two different colored eyes is strangely attractive. Am I weird for thinking that?
No,
it's not common, so it's pretty.
It's exotic. There we go.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Exotic. I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, there's no like downsides to it. It's just two different colored eyes.
Yeah, the iris is completely different from the other. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm weird. Sorry.
No, that's cool. You're good. Hey, make you feel better. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I like.
Oh,
what I like.
You bitch. You fucking started that. I'm gonna make you finish.
Fine.
Oh, no.
All right. In high school, I met this girl with a really cool scar on her face, and I thought that was the cutest thing ever.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, people find scars attractive.
Yeah.
Well, people find my scars attractive, but like, I don't know, the way it was like, what's it called? It looked like a whisker. You know what I mean? No fucking furry jokes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, that leads more into the furry thing.
Fuck you.
Oh, no.
Whatever. Okay.
Sorry.
No. The next boss after the whole entire encounter with a lady and all that. What's it called? Was it? Try to remember. Oh, here's my notes. Nevin. Well, actually, the path to Nevin, you can find a spiral. Do you guys go for a spiral, or do you guys ignore it? Which is the high-powered rifle.
Wait, for the what?
The spiral, the sniper rifle gun with the trick shot.
I think I might have passed it.
I think I passed. I think I've only gotten that like once.
It's not.
Yeah, I think I pass that every time.
I always pick it up because like I like to collect stuff in the games.
It's a sniper, but it looks like it looks very similar because it's the top loader, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
I think the description is that it's an anti-tank rifle. Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, it's like the magazine for it is on the top, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because I remember making a comparison once that looks like it looks like the LMG that the British used to use in the fucking Second World War. Give me a second. I'll you just go on to the next subject. I'll find the pictures and I'll show you a comparison.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, either way though, like after if you, I guess you guys ignored the what is it called?
Spiral.
Spiral. Yes. After you guys ignored the, I have these notes like on separate pages. That's my bad. We go into this Coliseum, but before there, like you're attacked by enigmas, which are like we kind of skipped on them. It's those statue enemies that shoot.
They're the statue enemies that you have to shoot, and then you can physically hit them.
No, that's the gargoyle. That's the blood boils.
Oh yeah.
The enigmas are those they shoot blue arrows at you. Like they're the
Oh yes, I remember those.
Yes.
I didn't like them.
So you say that, and I'm just thinking of the fucking plasmas from the first game. The ones that can transform into bats. Shoot spikes at you in the fucking blue.
Oh yeah, they have like the laser beam.
Yeah, they turn into white. They take on the form of Dante.
And
I'm talking about the ones in the first game, the plasmas in the first game. You say that, I think of those ones.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, but like the what was it? Okay, so we go into after you get past that hallway of them, you see a stage, and that stage leads into the Nevin fight. How'd you guys like fighting her? Was she like one of your favorite fights or annoying?
She was an interesting fight.
She was.
Her design kind of threw me off a few times, but this is back when I was a pubescent teen.
Yeah, her design is very
risque.
Very, very risque. Her fight was very interesting. I don't know. I like her as a character. I don't know. I really just. She was also a vampire, so I kind of had like a vampire demon thing happening. I was a very edgy teenager, so I like that type of shit.
Oh come on, you're not anymore. That's slightly disappointing.
Listen, but my edge is hidden.
Listen,
I like to keep it away from the public.
It's like a hidden blade. But no, let's be absolutely fair. Even though she was a good boss fight, but the worst thing is she's absolutely overshadowed by what takes place after her boss fight.
Yeah, she is. Honestly, I think I went through that boss twice purposely just so I can see that cutscene again because it was so ridiculous and over the top, but it was amazing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't she imply that she slept with Sparta?
Yes,
I think so.
She says like your dad took me for a ride or something like that, or
it's either that or you're just as handsome as your father.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
By the way, I put the pictures that I'm talking about in the general now, and I now know the name of the gun. It was the fucking Bren light machine gun. Tell me if Spiral, which is the anti-tank rifle in
that is
in 3.
Yep, that is the gun.
Doesn't look similar to the Bren gun.
It's the same exact gun, just except without the little kickstand there.
Oh, and the trigger's gone. The fucking handle's been cut down.
It still has the butt of the gun.
Yeah, but you see what I mean, though. It does look similar to the Bren gun.
Yeah.
And,
okay. The similarities.
So after the Nevin fight, we get a very fun cutscene and the guitar. So how do you guys like Nevin as a weapon?
I thought it was weak.
Yeah. Honestly, I find it better as a combo starter than a combo finisher.
So did you guys ever use it in Swordmaster where it turns into a scythe?
Yes, I did.
I did, yeah.
Okay. I kind of don't really use Nevin honestly myself.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a cool concept of a weapon, a guitar that turns into a scythe and stuff. Like it's pretty awesome. And it just looks really nice.
That's a clear case of all style, no real substance.
Yeah.
Then again,
much.
What we should turn around and say, we're not the best fucking Devil May Cry players in the world. Maybe we're missing something because it's probably been a while since we've fully played through these games.
Yeah.
So maybe we're using them completely wrong, and there's someone out there who can fucking wreck bosses.
Well,
we're not that person. I'm not that person. I'm sure. I'm not going to speak for Bank or Cyber, but I'm definitely not that person.
Well, I recently learned how to properly use Nevin. You don't tap the button, you hold it down.
Yeah, because then you start shredding guitar, don't you?
Yep. So you gotta you fight with riffs.
Mm-hmm.
And power chord. And power slides.
Motherfucker.
Oh yeah. It can touch you, but you won't touch it. I was gonna say. All right, so after that, we go into the next mission where you're on that train thing. What's it called? The monorail?
Monorail. What's it
Yes.
called?
Monorail.
Once more time.
Monorail. Okay.
Sorry.
Either way, though.
Sorry, I'm basically the human equivalent of a fucking Family Guy cutaway gag.
Oh my goodness.
You just want me to forget I have to do so much editing later.
I would never. It's not like I want a free copy of Devil May Cry 5 for my fucking efforts.
I'm not gonna send you a copy.
I gotta get paid somehow.
True that. True that. All right. Actually, we're knocking this out pretty fast. Actually, so kudos to us.
Just this one.
All right. So now we are then introduced to one of the coolest bosses in my opinion, Beowulf, which is apparently a large lion. My own notes I put chimera because it looks more like a chimera to me.
I'm not going to lie. Sorry, I need to say this, even though I think he's a cool boss fight, annoying as well. I also think he's the most uninteresting design.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, that being said, even though we faced a generic three-headed Cerberus, the motherfucker was on ice though, and honestly, I honestly like this Cerberus design, especially the fact that all three heads were individual and in each individual talked until you cut off two of them, and then the third one was basically the last one standing.
Yeah. That and like they would have like ice armor and stuff. Like it was, it's not like a typical hellhound essentially, or guardian of hell type.
Hell have frozen over at that
hell
point.
Had indeed frozen over.
Then there's Agni and Rudra.
Yep.
I can't say that properly.
Ruja.
They are really fucking interesting because they're basically two sentient souls that can control planks of armor. Builds of armor and just go at you ham. And what's her name? The vampire bitch again? Sorry, names escaping. Nevin, that's it. Nevin, even though she's a generic vampire, which for some reason I think of right now, and for some reason I can only think of she's an enemy from Blood Rain for some reason.
She was cool. Like the bats pretty much formed like her skirt and became made her tower.
Exactly. She's like the concept alone, like the implementation, that's it, of the bats and everything for her attacks made her a cool character. Beowulf, he looked rather boring in comparison, in my opinion. It was only when he opened his wings that I was like, okay, fair enough, you have wings. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm looking at a picture of him right now, and he is essentially more chimera-like. He has a scorpion tail, and he has bird-like talons and claws, and has kind of a lion face. He's still just kind of boring because everything's kind of monochromatic, and nothing really else stands out.
The chimeras in God of War look better.
Yeah,
true. They actually look like chimeras. Like this one, I have to put in my own 2 cents that it looks like a chimera because scorpion tail and all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a chimera is basically an amalgamation of different animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Beowulf just doesn't look interesting, but
unless we're talking about the chimera from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because then it's just sad.
Oh, no. You dick!
Yes.
Hold on. This is where I put the image of Nina. All right.
Oh no.
Daddy. I am so sorry. No.
And this is why I would never. This is why I won't do a Full Metal Alchemist discussion because I will legit cry if I have to remember how that happened. That happens twice.
People don't fucking like me.
Okay. So after the Beowulf fight, Dante blinds him completely, and he runs off. After smashing Dante into the floor.
Just to go off into special edition territory here. That's because there's not even a boss fight between Virgil and Beowulf, because Beowulf finds him, sniffs him, mistakes him for Dante, and just gets his fucking face cut in half by Virgil.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because he can't see, he can only smell, and apparently Dante and Virgil look the same. But then again, I think he's only smelling the blood of Sparta. Sorry
Yeah.
for the squeak.
But
Um,
I love the attention to detail that how he's talking as his head is, coming off.
that was interesting. I mean,
And then the moment Virgil sheaths the sword, his head dices up into four.
Man, everybody
It
makes
was-
that. Everybody makes that fucking. Everything
it's a
does
trope.
that. Yeah, fucking Trunks does it in fucking in Dragon Ball. But Trunks does it. But Trunks is even cooler for the simple reason he did it with a fucking broadsword. It was either a broadsword or it wasn't a samurai sword, which is what you typically see it done with.
Yeah, because of the speed.
Exactly. Well, it's not just that. It's just it's the fact that samurai swords are more finely and slimmer blades.
They're meant for slicing, for quick slashes.
Exactly. That's why that's why most samurai fights it's done in one strike, which is from sheath to slash. I can't remember. There's an actual word for it, but it's where that's why it's a curved blade, so it can slide out of the sheath into a strike. So the fight can be done in one hit. There's a word for that. I can't fucking remember. I'm sure Cyber will put it in post.
Probably.
Probably not.
Well,
so much editing.
if I just post this, I'm just gonna send you guys $80 each on PayPal.
Thank you.
I was gonna say.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. We're not getting paid for this?
No, you guys are doing this for free because you're my friends, right?
I
to
mean,
me. No, I'm kidding. But,
okay. I was gonna say.
But yeah,
if I'm giving you guys the money for this, you guys better get the deluxe edition of it.
I'm not. I'm not. I wasn't being serious.
I wasn't either. I was kidding. I was being
Actually-
super kidding.
Actually, you know what? I take a knee.
Take a knee, Cyber. Take a knee. Just let's move on. Go.
I was gonna say.
But yeah,
Um.
he kills Beowulf, and he, I believe, at this point gets the weapons.
Beowulf. It's Beowulf. You
It's
get
essentially
Beowulf from Beowulf.
you get the gauntlets and the greaves.
You get the same fucking weapon that's in Devil May Cry 4.
Yes, but they look different.
Honestly, I say the ones in 4 look better.
They
I
do.
Think, I think
agree.
Beowulf looks better. That's just me.
Ah, boo, 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 Cyber, boo.
I like. I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting how I like that there's like the claws and stuff in Beowulf. It kind of makes it more like to the character of Beowulf. And 4, you got the mask as well as the gauntlets and the greaves kind of look more mechanical than they do.
Gilgamesh, by the way.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, Gilgamesh. Sorry.
Which is an Indian god, by the way.
It's what?
It's a god from like the Indian lore, not Indian lore. What do you call it? Hindu?
Hindu.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, Hindu law.
I'm being a little insensitive there. My sister is actually half Indian now. My new sister, sorry. Kudos to my dad.
By the way, can I interject something as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hate to be a complete arsehole about it, but you were bringing up the coyote.
Yeah.
How it was named in Devil May Cry 3 as the coyote.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'd like to correct you. It wasn't named the coyote until Devil May Cry 4.
No? In my notes? Really?
Yeah, it wasn't named the Coyote A until Devil May Cry 4.
I thought it's called Coyote A in Devil May Cry 4. It's just called Coyote in Devil May Cry 3.
No, I'm looking up Devil May Cry weapons and it just says shotgun.
Huh. Well, I must be using a different wiki from you then. Oh, I guess all my notes are invalid.
No. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not trying to take it away from you. It's just like you were half right. The Coyote A it's called the Coyote A in Devil May Cry 4, but in Devil May Cry 3, it's only known as a shotgun from what I found.
Interesting.
So I was just looking up weapons.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. After the Beowulf fight happens, we have that mission where you're permanently stuck in DT for a while. What is that thing you get? The Mercury? Is it Quicksilver or Mercury thing? You know what I'm talking about, right? After the whole cutscene with Jester saying about pick that up, like Jester tricks Dante to pick up this thing and he gets stuck in his DT form.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you have
All
to
right. Yeah, I remember that.
And you have to rush back to the monorail and then bring it back to a different area.
Yep.
Which then unlocks the Colosseum.
Yeah, because it's slowly killing him, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It's the same thing in It's the same concept in Devil May Cry 1, except not being stuck in Devil Trigger with the thing you get after. I think it's the first Neo Angelo fight that you need to take down into
The
the
basement.
slot at the bottom door that takes you to the sewers.
Yes. And then that opens up the Colosseum where we fight Garyon, or the Timestead, which is a pretty cool chariot battle. Dante plays chicken with a
It
fucking
is.
horse.
Well,
That cutscene, at least.
with a fucking beach chariot on the end.
And what you guys thought about that boss fight? Did you thought like it was just gonna be like a boring chariot fight, or
I didn't think it was going to be a boring chariot fight. All I could think of is, oh, please don't run me over. Please don't run me over. Please don't run me over.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
please don't get
essentially what
knocked
it
off
was.
the bridge. Oh, please don't get knocked off the bridge. Please don't get knocked off the bridge. Please, for the love of God, don't get knocked off the
It
bridge.
was essentially the bridge. Yeah.
You were fighting the bridge more than you were fighting him.
It was more stressful because you're just worrying about getting run over or knocked off the bridge. And honestly, if you get knocked off the bridge, it's all the worst. It's fucked.
Well, the bridge collapses at some point in like halfway through the fight, or like not even halfway, like 25% of his health. And then you get the Garyon fight, where it becomes the Timestead, where it pulls the Zawado, where it just freezes time on us, which is pretty cool, I thought. And then let's see, after it, people call that creature the Quicksilver. It's not called the Quicksilver. It's called Garyon.
You get the Quicksilver from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get the Quicksilver from it.
And is that like a style you
at
guys?
This point, sorry. I was gonna say, at this point, that's where you basically stop getting weapons, is when you start getting the styles.
True. Well, that's not correct, because you do get a weapon after Garyon. Let's see. After Quicksilver, which is basically a time stop ability, we go into Virgil 2. And hold on, I gotta make sure I had this set up, because I am not gonna talk about this without playing this song. Let's see. There it is, Virgil fucking 2. I love this song.
It's a good one. Yeah, then you fight Virgil another time. It's a good fight.
That's not
Both
the one
Virgil
on the
fights
elevator, is it? No, that is the one on the elevator, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
yes, it is.
Well, Arkham reveals himself, because the third fight's in hell.
But
yeah.
Virgil 2 is such a good fight, though. That's where Virgil pulls out his DT, Devil Trigger.
Yeah.
And it's just judgment cut. Fucking love that.
It's
less annoying than DMC Devil May Cry's final fucking Virgil fight. That one was just annoying, especially on Heaven or Hell mode. Like, that fight's over in 23 fucking seconds. I have proof of it.
Oh yeah. And what's it called? After that, oh man, I love the line. Now I'm motivated. If you taunt Virgil, he'll taunt back at you. He just goes, now I'm motivated.
He would. I remember I accidentally taunted him once, and he just did it back. I'm like, oh, you bitch.
And what's it called? He fights you with Beowulf though, so that's kind of a pretty interesting fight.
Yeah, it is a very interesting fight, and I don't think it's after this one. It might be after the third one where you get Beowulf from him.
Yes, because after that, let me stop the music now. Oh, I just love this. This is sad. This is the only effort I put into, because of course it's Virgil 2. It's the best song in my opinion. I'm editing it, or lack of editing. We'll see. Let me see. Yeah, we get Beowulf after that, and oh, here it is. Yes. We don't get Beowulf yet. We have the cutscene where Virgil's tired. Lady interjects the fight, and if anyone want to take the mantle, because I need to take a quick swig of water. Nobody? Hello?
Hello.
I'm still there.
I was gonna say, did we get disconnected?
No.
Okay. The next scene in the fight is where we're done. What I was gonna say? Damn it! I just lost track. I hate this.
After Virgil fight part 2.
Virgil fight part 2. Lady comes in, interrupts it, and then Virgil and Dante are telling her to piss off because they're having a moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Having a bit of a pissing contest.
And Lady
again, it comes down to a case of this whole game just revolves around fucking big giant hyperpowered brotherly fucking spat.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
And Jester appears and then trounces all of them, and then it's revealed Jester's Arkham. And
so this is like my one caveat is after everything I really wanted to know how the fuck Arkham suddenly became more powerful than Virgil, or was he from the beginning and just was using him?
no,
Because if he was just using Virgil from the very beginning, and because obviously he needed Dante and Virgil's blood, did he not, to unlock Timmy McGraw?
Plus, he needed the blood of a descendant of the priestess who helped seal the tower in the first
daughter.
Yep, which was
so
Lady.
Here's my question: why all this ruse when he could have easily killed his own daughter? If he's this powerful, when he could have killed his own daughter and just drained her blood, like literally hung her like a pig and slit her throat. I know, dark imagery. I know. Taken Yamato from Virgil, and taken. Because, okay, I should also add a caveat, but both Virgil and Dante are fucking spent at this point, actually.
Yeah, because that's what Jester was doing. He can't kill Virgil or Dante when they're at their top. He was
trying to get them to kill each other.
I should have added the caveat that they were fucking spent because they had been, because it even shows that both Virgil and Dante are panting like motherfuckers. Yeah, okay, I withdraw my statement.
And fun fact, where Lady gets stabbed in the back of the leg, is it her left or right? Her right thigh?
I think it was more. Yeah, I was about to say it's a 5.
Yeah. That scar is there in the anime, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see like a big cross on her. You see a big cross on the back of her thigh, where she's having that whole entire like that episode where her and Lady and Trish met, where they're like, "How come I feel like I just lost when Trish bought like all that clothes?"
I would have to watch the anime again. I know I said I was going to do that last week and I didn't get a chance to, but I'm going to have to do that now. I want to see that.
It's I kind of want to watch it dubbed, but because my access to get it, I can only watch it through Hulu and subbed. So I don't know. Dante, is the dub good of it or no?
Oh no, did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we might have lost him because.
Should we? Huh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
He's stuck in thinking face.
Yeah, we might have lost him.
Oh no. Should we just continue?
We might have to wrap this up soon anyway, because I do need to go.
Okay. So let me
we might have to split this into 2 parts.
Okay, so all right, I'll put a sticky note here. Let me see. We're at Virgil. Okay, after the whole fight with that, the scar, blah blah blah.
Oh, there he goes.
I think he's in the general. Let's switch to general chat.
Okay.
Let me leave this. Gonna type out that we're in the general chat now.
Mhm.
We're in the general. Yeah, let's yeah. This is gonna have to be a 2-parter, huh?
Yeah, it got on very. It got on.
Very long, but this
very long.
This is still pretty fun.
It was fun though.
It is.
And I know I had to leave. I have to leave very soon, but Oh.
Dante, you back?
Yeah. Sorry, my internet decided to crap out.
Oh no.
Oof.
I'm on my phone now.
Damn. We're gonna wrap this up, and we hear you. We're gonna wrap this up, and then we're gonna go into the next. We'll continue from my notes. Yeah.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh shit.
Dante, you're being
Wait, hello?
No, sorry about that. I hit the deafen button. Yeah, you're gonna have to edit that out. I do apologize. My internet crapped out on my PC.
That's fine.
I'm on my phone now.
That's fine. It's fine. All right. So look, the next note, it's the next boss is well, I'll bring it up later on, but we're gonna call it a wrap for now, and we will continue. Okay. We will continue this another day. Okay. So this is gonna be definitely a separate link. So if you guys want to plug yourselves before I cut the recording.
I think.
All right. Yeah, you can follow me at Sirbink524 on Twitch, and as well as Instagram, where you can see all my art inquiries.
Link will be in the description.
And you can follow me at DanteCrysis on Twitter or on my YouTube channel and Twitch channel, both DanteCrysis. And at the current moment, I'm playing a lot of video games and suffering a lot.
And you guys will be back for the next part, hopefully, and hopefully we have our friend Gray on for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, by then I hopefully will have been paid.
Let's be honest. I think at this point, by the time we get to finishing it, Devil May Cry 5 will be out, right? But this will
Probably.
be out. This will be out before. This part right here should be out before Devil May Cry 5 comes out, though. So I'm looking at a Wednesday, maybe.
Okay.
All right. So
I'd say knuckle down and get it done tonight, so it's up by tomorrow or tomorrow evening.
I work tomorrow. So yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll put in the effort, plus Ultra and all that.
I believe in you.
All right. So thanks
you have
to
the powers.
no, I have a DanteCrysis who knows how to do this stuff, who can teach me.
Shite. I'm definitely getting paid if that's the case.
Oh yeah. All right. All right. Thank you guys for coming on, and thank you guys for who sat through and watched it. Part 2 should be up. I'm not gonna say shortly, because Devil May Cry 5 is gonna be out. I'm gonna be playing that. All right. Leave your theories in the comments. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.